Welcome to the From the 108 podcast, starring the drunk uncles of White Sox Twitter. He's a Twitter like whore, an Instagram thirst trap, and your grandma's guilty pleasure, BeefLoaf. A West Coast attitude in a decidedly Midwest body, MySoxSummer. And your host, he's sharing obscure music thoughts to give you time to hit the bathroom, Chorizy-E.
Thank you, Chorizy. Welcome to the From the 108 podcast. Get ready for some baseball, beer, and bullshit. And remember the drinking rules. If BeefLoaf calls himself a menace or talks about gilfs, you drink. If MySoxSummer says, listen, or starts to ramble, you drink. And if I talk music or say, here's the thing, you drink. Of course, you can make all of us drink with a tip of $1.08 or more.
Please more.
But speaking of drinking, fellas, what are you drinking?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Beef, what are you drinking?
I've got an entire bucket, boys, of Surfside lemonades right next to me. Right now, I'm having the black cherry lemonade, which I know is a Chorizo favorite.
Oh, man.
Those are
last of the Mohicans.
No, we got more in the fridge. Don't worry. We got more cases or 8-packs or whatever, if you will.
Those are like
happy
the
hour.
sponge, though. Those are like the sponge.
They are. I'm going to enjoy a couple of them tonight. You go to happy hour, you have some ice cold Miller Lights, but you want to change it up. You want to have something that lightens the palate, get you ready to talkie for the 108 fam. And so I had to go to the Surfside. I got the entire bucket here, so I got some various other flavors. Can't wait to dive into them during tonight's show. Delicious, obviously. Drink Surfside, my friends.
So I thought, Beef, because you went out to your happy hour. And then you came back.
Oh, that's right.
You know what I expected to see you doing? I expected the rum out. I thought this was gonna get wild. I thought you were gonna like text me in the morning and be like, I took today off. I had to take today off.
The rum got me. You know, the rum got me. Chorizo, we did a little happy hour for work. We did it on the Riverwalk, which we've been doing lately. The Riverwalk is amazing, and the fact that there is spaces on the Riverwalk, especially on the north side of the river, that have nothing is nuts, because these things are just huge money makers. So we're gonna go have the Riverwalk thing, but I got my health walk, my Bally's health walk, right? So I told everyone I'm gonna roll up. I gotta roll up to Bally's before we meet up. Went to Bally's to play my 250, hit for 750. So we're having a good day already. We're having a good day to start it off.
Congratulations.
Build that bankroll back up for Vegas.
I can already hear Wally Money yelling, beers on you all weekend. I can hear it.
And then he's got to go see like some band from the 70s. He's going to miss out on a White Sox walk-off.
It's like, I gotta go see Ram Jam.
Foghat's in town, man. You're going to miss Foghat?
There's a member of Foreigner left. I got to do this.
He says, kegging 3 beers and ready for some 108. Cheers.
Cheers, Tim. Appreciate you, my friend.
Cheers.
All right, let me just make sure we got no other drinks. MySoxSummer, what are you drinking?
Well,
got some Guinness there?
It's funny. No, I'm also drinking Surfside. Not for any particular reason, just because it's delicious. This one, though, the last time they dropped off some for us, this one it was a little off, right? So I was like, oh shit, is there a hole in here or something? Because it felt whatever, but I think it was just because of the temperature. It went from hot to cold, and I think it just sunk in a little bit. And I was worried that it might taste funky, but it doesn't. But
poison.
If I die tonight, know that I loved you guys. Loved you. You were my good friends. I appreciate the ride I've been on. Please take care of my children. And Chorizy, please destroy my hard drive from my computer, so that no one needs to know anything. So I really, really appreciate if you would do that.
I will take care of your hard drive, but I'm just gonna steal it. I'm no one will ever see it except me. I'll put it in a vault
for you. That's awesome. Yeah, maybe
put it in my secret room. Let's get this,
go ahead.
Well, let's get this drink. Sox Time Jack says you have a Thursday. Cheers.
We will have a Thursday. Jack said he was already a 6-pack deep, so he's doing good work. getting into the show. We got a lot of fun stuff to talk about tonight, in my opinion.
It's gonna be fun. It is gonna be fun tonight. I'm excited for tonight.
Chorizy, what are you drinking tonight, sir?
So I went to Benny's, and sometimes you just go and look for something to catch your eye. And MSS, you and I had so many of these one summer. The Sun Crusher, the Rev Sun Crusher.
Oh shit,
so good.
Yeah.
And I was like, I saw it. I was like,
man,
it's been a couple of years since I've had one of those.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh man, yeah, I need a sixer of that. So we're gonna fire through a sixer of Sun Crusher, see how that goes.
What's the ABV on that bad boy?
It's not bad. It's not bad. It was like 5.3.
Oh,
that's pretty
low, right?
Yeah, that's good for the flavor. Good for the flavor.
Give me like a 6 or something.
Yeah.
That was back when MSS was fat. He would drink those. Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
But it's funny. I was fat, but I would also force us to walk up to the Rev tap room to get the
to get around.
Get our cigars.
And then I would make you guys get me the check-in gift every time, and I ended up with 87 hats that year. It was awesome.
Good old days.
Can't imagine why they don't do this anymore, right? I can't imagine why do they do that?
Well, we know why they don't. We know why they don't do the wings anymore.
Oh, that was good. That was a good work. Okay, that's a good work.
Ty says 108 equals awesome. Cheers, fellas. Cheers, Ty.
God bless you, my friend.
I've had the reflux, so we're gonna see how this goes. But I feel like this people at Surfside.
You're still fluxing.
No, I'm better today.
Still fluxing.
What is the problem right now though, Loaf? Is that I think the damage has been done. So it's still it's just hurting. But it's not like. But I'm not like burping still and feeling like I need to just throw the fuck up. So I'm good.
God damn.
And trust me, I wish I could have. As a known puker, I wish I could have just thrown up. And it's been done with
108's number one puker.
Kind of not the way it works. I haven't puked in, at least a year. So I think we're good. I broke a toilet seat, but I didn't puke that night with the Four Locos.
Lord have mercy.
Beef, really quick before we get into what how you're doing. I did see that the city has declared today Horace Grant Day.
Ooh.
And I wonder how you feel about that since there is no Scottie Pippen Day.
You know what? I think maybe they're just getting to having the Scottie Pippen Day, but Horace definitely deserves a day.
Building up.
I mean, I'm not anti. I mean, Horace is the man. He definitely deserves a day in Chicago. He was, as Bulls fans of that era, he was very valued. It was a sad day when he left in free agency, and it was kind of like, okay, we got to rebuild behind that, and it wasn't right until they brought Rodman in to kind of replace him, in the '96. So you kind of didn't have it correct until you can do that. So. Horace, great player, great Bull. So good for him. I'm happy for him. It's great.
So wait,
he's having a big party at Reggie's right now for it.
Really? I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we should. Why are we invited?
I'm surprised. I'm surprised we weren't. He's been doing a lot of charity work
in town, and they're just giving him a day. Is that all it is? Like, did he do something that deserves a recognition?
I think won 3 fucking championships, motherfucker.
I think it's the 3 championships plus the charity work he's been doing. So
MSS,
but
what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You don't recognize 90s Bulls? What the fuck?
No, I recognize 90s Bulls. I just didn't know they all had like a day. I didn't know they all get a day.
You know.
I think it sounds like the governor or the mayor's just trying to get on Horace's good side, and I don't know if I like that. I don't like that.
Why you tried to declare Scott Williams Day? Let's
I have
you tried Bison Day.
Williams. That's funny. That's funny.
Sox Life says cheers from Los Angeles and me mow the lawn. What's up, mow the lawn? How you doing, bro?
Cheers.
Thank you for the drink. Love a little drink.
Horace has been on.
Beef, how you doing tonight?
Been on the tour.
I'm good. I want to spin a yarn for you guys. Actually, I already.
Oh my god, no, I just want
to spin a little yarn for you guys.
So unlike.
I want to introduce you to a man named Hush Puppy Hank. AI. This is a little story that I read recently. I wanted to share with you guys. A man known locally as Hush Puppy Hank was arrested Tuesday night after allegedly refusing to leave Captain King's Seafood for nearly 11 hours, insisting he not yet reached what he described as optimal buffet performance. According to restaurant employees, the 44-year-old Hank, Hush Puppy Hank Williams, arrived shortly after noon carrying a notebook, 2 pens, and the confidence of a man who had absolutely no plans for the remainder of the day. Staff say he purchased a buffet ticket at 12:07 p.m. and immediately began what witnesses later described as an endurance event disguised as lunch. Employees became concerned when Hank started referring to each trip to the buffet as a round. He kept announcing things like, round 7 is underway, said one customer. At first, we thought he was joking. By round 15, nobody was laughing. Witnesses claim Hank spent the entire afternoon rotating between the crab legs, fried catfish, popcorn shrimp, and dessert stations, while taking strategic hydration breaks and occasionally pacing the dining room to increase storage capacity. Several customers reported seeing him ranking menu items in a notebook. The Hush Puppies reportedly received a perfect score and were later described by Hank as the Michael Jordan of side dishes. At approximately 6:45 p.m., employees say Hank informed nearby diners that he was entering what he called the championship rounds. By 8 p.m., staff noticed he'd become emotionally attached to a section of the buffet and was referring to it as my territory. When management announced the restaurant would be closing, witnesses say Hank looked generally confused. He asked if the restaurant was closing permanently or just for the evening. After learning it was the latter, Hank allegedly requested permission to remain overnight and promised to stay out of everyone's way. Police recalled after multiple requests for him to leave were ignored. According to the officers, Hank argued that an all-you-can-eat buffet should remain open until customers voluntarily admit defeat. He told us he was pacing himself, one officer reported. Then he asked if we had any idea how many shrimp were left. As officers escorted him from the restaurant, Hank reportedly turned towards the buffet, placed his hand over his heart, and delivered one final statement. 11 hours isn't overeating, he said. It's commitment. Captain King's Seafood reopened Wednesday morning after employees completed what management described as an extensive emotional recovery process. That, my friends, is Hush Puppy Hank.
I mean, this is like in bullshit or not territory right now.
100%
like
AI.
that image looks so AI. Like the background of it,
100%.
This guy.
So
when I read that, I thought this is so goddamn fun. And I enjoy this. I'm entertained by this. I want to try to read it and see if I can recreate it on the show. So amazing. I mean, I don't care if it's
great.
AI, I don't care if it's made up.
I mean, it's a great story. It's a great story. It's like basically Homer Simpson taking out the all you could eat shrimp buffet. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Jack's saying.
But the round thing I really like, the championship rounds, because like you're not competing against really anyone except himself, and I kind of love it. Love it.
Yeah.
I love the idea. I hope
Hush Puppies Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan of sides.
That's good. Of sides, exactly.
I mean,
now I want this to be true.
I mean, it could be true. I don't know though. That is definitely not a real picture.
Sure.
And we've learned anything about competitive eaters and guys that overeat, they're not fat usually. It's kind of weird, you know.
That's true.
Maybe he's just a general.
This was not
guy.
A speed event though.
See, this is more of a marathon.
It's a marathon.
More of a marathon.
That's a different skill.
The marathon eaters are fat guys. Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. I've never met a marathon eater.
Well, we both know your brother,
but I assume they look exactly like this guy right here.
Yes,
I would like to meet this guy, except I worry about how this guy smells. There could be some odors coming out of him. I'm not sure.
When you put that picture up, I was like, oh my god, Bam Margera looks like shit.
That's his dad. Yeah?
It looks kind of like he's morphing into his dad, right? Like,
is his dad dead though?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm not sure about all that.
I just hope Uncle Vito's living his best life. I love that character.
That dude's dead. Vito's dead. I know Vito.
Bam is not dead. Bam is not. That was the Hulk Hogan thing. The Hulk Hogan was like, I wish I could say hi to Bam, man. I miss him.
Bam,
he's
one
like,
more time, brother.
I'm alive, brother.
And didn't Bam post when he died? When Hogan died, he goes, "Man, I wish Hogan I thought he did."
That turned out to be fake.
That's a bummer. Because you should have done that.
I shouldn't have told you, honestly. I should have just let you believe it. I wish I could go back to believing that one.
Man, that was just great.
Got a drink here from our guy Barry. He says, my dad died 3 months ago today. Thank you so much from the 108 for being there for me when I needed you all the most. Cheers, Barry. It was great hanging out with you at the game the other day, too.
Love you, my friend. Be good.
Barry was telling me he was up in the upper deck the other day, and he wears the helmet.
Yep.
Yeah.
And a ball went over his head, pop-up went over his head. And he was like, I figured someone behind me would catch it, but no one did. He wasn't paying attention. The ball came back and hit him in the head, but he had the helmet on, so he was fine.
Oh, shit. Really?
Thank God.
That's crazy.
Because God forbid he gets hit in the head and then starts stumbling around and falls over the. No, we don't need that. I'm glad he had the helmet on.
That's a crazy shot, actually. I mean, like, my God.
Yeah, I mean, it's like that's got to be. But if there's empty seats, that shit happens.
Yeah, I guess.
It's true.
I mean, it feels like kind of 1 in a million.
Got to fill all those empty seats.
MySoxSummer, how you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing good, and I was home yesterday because of the extreme delay of the game. Right, so me and Test the Best went to the game early. Well, not too early. We went like around noon, a little before noon. And we were like, okay, we're going to go. We'll get her stuff. Maybe we'll catch like a couple innings. And then we got to go pick up your sister down at Mother McCauley because she skipped camp because she was being, an 8-year-old. She's like, I don't want to go to camp today. Second day of camp. Yeah. Everyone doesn't want to go to second day of camp. I understand. So we're like, all right. So I'm not even fighting you. I'm exhausted. I got the flux. I went to already worked out at the gym, did a podcast.
The flux is killing this poor man.
It was
It's killing him, man.
Really bad. It was really
Get him
bad.
down on the mat. Fuck.
So I'm like, all right, let's just go. So we go, and we're doing all the things. She wants to go to the kids club. I'm like, we're not going to kids club. Fuck that. I'm not doing that. But I'll get you some ice cream. And she wanted a waffle cone, and they were like, no, you can't have a waffle cone. You're gonna have this tall. So anyway, everything happens. It's delay. We go down, pick up her sister, come back home. And the game's on TV. So I'm like, I'm going to ingest the entire game. I'm going to get to watch the entire game. And Brooke Fletcher is covering for Steve Stone again. And I'm listening to it. I don't know. Loaf, Chorizy, I know you're at the game, so you're not listening.
Yeah,
to Brooke.
I was there.
And Loaf, did you listen to Brooke at all?
I caught a couple innings. So
Okay.
I missed the beginning of the game. I came home. I caught probably 3-ish innings. And then I had to go out to dinner. So I did catch some, yes.
Okay. So I was just watching it. And while I'm listening to it, I'm going, you know what? This is like fine. This broadcast is totally fine. I can't. And at the end of it, I sent out a message on Twitter and said, hey, good job. That was downright professional, Brooke. 0 fucking likes. Nobody liked it. And that was my first indication that maybe there's something going on behind the scenes that I'm not aware of. So I went to the place that I always go to get the pulse of Sox Nation. And I went to Reddit. Yes, exactly. So,
oh no.
I'm like, there's no way, right, that she's gonna get like beat up like Schriff dog got beat up when he came into the league, right? I was wrong. It started off not so bad, and this is the first one here. A guy named Busy Elevator 866. He said, considering it's not in the job description, she's been incredible. Good for her. If I were to grade her like a full-time color commentator, I'd probably give her a D. Acceptable, but below average. That's kind of like saying you're really hot for being so goddamn old. You know what I mean? Like, it's like a backhanded compliment there.
The way I read it is like, you weren't good, but they didn't prepare you to be in this role. So I get it. It's kind of like, it's still weird to say like, she's been incredible for that, but that's a D.
Yeah. How do you say you've been incredible and then say it's a D?
Like that person hasn't been in school in a long time. Ain't nobody getting a D for that kind of situation.
Right.
A little fucked. Go Sox 82 says, considering she got thrown in there at the last minute, from what I understand, not bad. Could have went much, much worse. Sox fan 1487 says, I'm a woman, and I was thrown off when I first heard her voice in the booth. It's a little too high tone for my preference. I like a deep, soothing voice. The little I've heard from her was not exciting. She's just repeated what happened on the field, and there's been a lot of quiet time. That also comes with the announcers having chemistry and something to discuss during downtime. I was like, okay. I just thought, like, the pointing out that I'm a woman and I need a deep, soothing voice when I'm listening to baseball makes me question maybe what this woman is doing.
Oh, yeah.
While she's launching that. She would love the BeefLoaf. She would love the BeefLoaf. And so then I kept going.
Or if it's actually a woman, right? Because it's like
one never knows when it comes to anonymous comments.
It's like, it's like, as a black Republican, like you see those all the time. You're like,
Sure.
So the quiet time thing was kind of throwing me through a loop there. So thank you. The person is definitely not a woman. Sox Life 6782 says. So this one guy, and it got a little worse. Mango 2422 says, everyone just walking on eggshells in here. LMAO, which means laughing my ass off. We all listen to the game. Edric, so whatever the fuck, not good. What are we even doing? And then right after that, somebody says, she's been fine. No complaints, I guess. Mono and Karen say, you go, girl, Brooke. You were and are excellent. And Shy White Sox 22 says, simply not true. LOL. So people are very decisive, about divisive between the two things, whether she was good or not good. Yeah.
Quick question.
Sure.
Because I'm not really a Reddit user. I rarely ever go to Reddit.
I didn't even mean to make.
Is this indicative of Reddit? Is this indicative of Reddit that like the grammar and spelling and everything is even worse than Twitter? It's unbelievable. Like I already feel like I should be like using little red pen on these things to like
there's
put
a
the
lot
commas
of
in the right place and shit.
There's a lot of the vocab police too. The grammar police up in the Reddit sometimes, and they'll do
these people need it.
You are, your fucking thing is big. Last one here, boys. It says a little quiet at times, but she has no prior experience, so just give her a little more time. She's good, but the amount of dead air she leaves is an indication of how green she is. And then this one just made me laugh. I never thought I would miss Steve Stone so much. It was pretty clear that Vassell doesn't get along with her. That was funny. Two fake happy yakety yaks together is way too much for me. I hate the CHSN broadcast overall, though. Can anyone just do play-by-play and not run a talk show? I want to see the game, not them. And he was not, wasn't a thing. One guy was like, I wish there was some goddamn downtime. They've been talking the entire time. And then other people are saying,
I saw a lot of that too.
There's no talking.
Twitter.
Why is it so quiet here? One thing I've learned, boys, that all the hate that was directed at Sheriffin, that I thought potentially was going towards the owner or perhaps the product on the field, and we were just whatever, was mostly directed directly at Sheriffin, because our fans don't know what they want, and even when they have it and they get what they want, they don't like it. So I don't know, because I was thinking Brooke Fletcher is like the perfect thing here. They're going to be like, oh, this is great. She's awesome. She tells good human interest stories, all this and everything, and just doing what she can be out there. And people are like, what's with telling me about these players' lives? I don't give a fuck about that. Don't tell me about this player. I'm like, the team's doing great. They're killing it right now. We're going to talk about something else that blows my mind later. But right now, it's like you have like a really happy, fun booth. Those two were killing it yesterday. But I guess maybe I ingest the game a little bit different than some people. I don't need regurgitation of facts. Okay. But then people would say, well, when you don't really know the game, you just regurgitate facts. And then they're like, well, why are you not regurgitating facts when they don't do it? So I don't understand. Like, I'm like completely
talk more hockey, talk less hockey.
It's so fucking crazy right now. So I don't get it. So folks, you guys are just nuts. Guys, I'm going to start a new segment. I was going to tell you after the show. I'm going to tell you now. It's going to be called MSS's Reddit Roundup. And what I'll do is every week, maybe every week. I don't know if it's going to be every week. We'll see. But I'm going to.
Do you think your flux is going to get better if you're going on Reddit that often?
I was going to say, it's a dangerous path. You're going to start smoking again, Chorizo. He's going to be back smoking again.
I've been better. I haven't smoked in a long time. And I've wanted to.
Oh, see, he's wanted to. The door's open.
MSS and like alternating between edibles and Tums in the stands is going to be my favorite part of this weekend.
Dude, I bought Mylanta. I've never bought Mylanta in my life. I was like, I need to try this shit. It looks like it's going to work. And it kind of worked. So I was like, all right, we're good with the Mylanta. But no, so we're going to try a Reddit roundup. I'm going to do some things. I'll tell you, if there's anything big that happens, we'll definitely go to Reddit and find out what's going on, because that place is fucking crazy. And stay late for the show, because my GFY is definitely Reddit oriented. So we'll get there. I love it. So Chorizy.
MSS, where did you see the ad for Mylanta? Were you watching Murder, She Wrote? Or what,
no, you know
what
you know why?
Mylanta ad? Price is Right?
I might have done a Google search on what was the best antacids to use the GLP thing. So I was like, I'll see what that is.
Let's put that back up.
And then,
yeah, we went for the same one. Yeah.
And I just happened, that was the first one that came up. And then when I was at the store, I was like, you know what, I'll do this. And my daughters are doing their first watch through Full House. And one of the catchphrases from DJ Tanner is, "Oh, my Lanta." So I was like, I gotta do it. I'm just gonna stick with it. And when I got it, my daughter was like, "Holy shit," just like, well, she didn't say holy shit. She probably said holy cow. Or said, "Jesus, it's just like Full House in here." So Chorizo,
before we get to what you got going, just to give you a little sample, I did watch several innings of the broadcast. Here, like if I were critiquing it, here's what I'd say. I'd say their chemistry wasn't great, but it's because they're thrown together, right? So it's like 2 days they haven't really done a lot of this. Obviously, throwing it to someone out there in the field for a minute or two is different than doing 2.5 hours with them of broadcast. So it's obviously different. The second thing is the approach was very light on analysis and it was very heavy on other stuff, right? So if you're used to getting Steve Stone and you like that version, you're probably not going to like this version as much.
Right.
But it was totally fine. It was like
fine.
A different way to ingest a game. And be honest with you, I mean, we've talked about it in this show many times. There should be alternate ways to ingest the game. Like MSS listen to the show up in the booth with in the studio with no sound whatsoever.
No sound.
Right? That version should be available. A one with music or ballpark sound should be available. Like so
the ballpark sound one would be I would tune into that every time.
It would crush, right? So
yeah.
I kind of get some of the comments.
The 108 feed.
It was just different. I mean, it wasn't bad. It was just different.
Yeah. No, and one guy said, "Jesus Christ, I know it was Charities Night, but when did this become like a freaking, a talk show about the org or a promotion commercial about the org?" And I'm like, it's Charities Night. That's exactly what it is. It's a promotion for the org.
Like, they're not promoting the org. They're promoting fucking charity. Like,
isn't every day a promotion of the org? Like, I don't get.
Well, no, like they're saying what they do in the community, and they were showing like what White Sox Charities does, right? They're showing them it's Charity Day. 1 out of 162 fucking games.
Literally,
they're going to talk about
Peloton.
charities. Like, just shut the fuck up and just enjoy it for one night, or just just don't have to say shit, right? The people that would come in and somebody's like, that was really good. People would be like, well, you're fucking stupid, or that's dumb. Well, just shut up. No one needs to hear you. You're not adding anything in this conversation. You guys are right. Maybe I shouldn't do this Reddit thing. I'm getting a little fucking worked up already. I don't know if I need to be doing that. I'm starting to think about it. I'm getting mad again. It's taking me back. So
let's get this drink from Sox Time. Jackie says, "Who of you is getting on stage with Marshmallow tomorrow?"
Oh, cheers. Man. I would if they let us. Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I am definitely sticking around. Definitely sticking around for that show. Like I feel like when it comes to like spectacle and showmanship, the electronic guys are usually really fucking good at that.
Yeah, no, they put on a show. There's no question.
Plus,
sounds like Jeff T says, "Split the M in the Mylanta." Yeah, MSS. Try that later on if you could.
I'm going to. No, not tonight. I feel like if I can drink alcohol, then I'm not drinking Mylanta. I think that's like
the owners
obscene.
The MLB owners, they decided to put back out their proposal, their next proposal, and they said, "Oh, we agreed to this thing, which were like very minor things." And then they put out this one piece that I thought was hilarious, which was, it says, "Fans are asking for a solution to a serious competitive balance issue." And this middle one is the best one because they word it so perfectly for themselves. But it says a guaranteed 50-50 split of revenue between players and clubs to grow the MSS. You go to these MLB fan council things. Has anyone just been begging in the fan council for part of the players' salaries to be put into escrow in case the owners don't make enough money that they get to claw back salary? Is that been a request?
No.
Is that what people are pining for? Is that what people are like, "Oh man, they should have a big escrow where half the players' salary goes into, and if the owners don't make enough money, based on what they say they made. Well, fuck the players, I guess. That sounds good.
No.
How else could the Rays compete with the Red Sox? I don't know how it could happen.
No, that did not happen. I never heard that one time. No, they and you told me, Loaf, to listen to Jeff's podcast.
Yeah.
With,
Tom
Glavine from the Braves.
Yeah.
And I think he's spot on. I think this is the fight you're going to get again. It's like, what is revenue? Like, and you're going to find out how you hide these things. And I'm already looking at Sox Park, right? You have like 3 different companies running 3 different things there. Like, concessions is not the Sox. So that's not revenue. Parking is not the Sox necessarily. That's not revenue. So there's like so many different things that you're just like,
but it's also directly related to the baseball.
Here's 100%.
Here's where I think this fight.
I spend $7 on a pretzel and $1.50 cheese all the time just for fun, shits and gigs. Okay, I eat my stale pretzels with the shitty nacho cheese. $15, dude. I'd pay that all day and twice on Sunday just for no other reason. No. Go ahead, Chris.
MSS, where that thing is going to go, where the rubber is going to hit the road, where they're going to be pissed off at each other, I could tell you right away, is if we look, because we can only look at one team's revenue, right? We could look at the Braves revenue. We all have eyes on that. Where the owners are going to say this is not revenue, and where the players are going to say, fuck you, this is where you're making a ton of revenue, is ballpark villages.
Yeah.
And the fight is going to be. That's where the biggest fight, if they go towards one of these revenue things, the owners will not want to give that shit away. And the players are fucking exactly right that that's from them.
No one would be in that fucking village if it weren't for us.
No one's going to the village. I did not travel to Cincinnati and go into that village because I heard it was a cool place. I went because I was going to a fucking baseball game there.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's going to be the fight. That's going to be the fight.
Because
I did text Passon about the episode and told him that I enjoyed it or whatever, and he reached back out. He's like, it's a lot to expect fans to ingest this stuff about labor, and I was thinking, but it's kind of important that they do. It's important that you hear this thing because I was out at the happy hour today, and this kind of came up, and I was like, I want the players to get as much money as possible. And like, why do you want that? I said, they're the goddamn entertainers. Taylor Swift gets all the money. Why can't these players get the money? Who the fuck else should get it? Like, what the fuck? And it was like, then it made sense to everyone. People can't really realize that, like, that's the entertainment. Those people out there doing the thing is the reason you go there. You're never going there otherwise.
Right.
And so they should get a lot, they should get their share of what they deserve. Whatever that is a free market version of it. I don't know. I don't need to know. I don't need to subscribe what the percentage is. But just let the owners fight over it and fight over talent and fight over getting the best teams. And that's how you do it.
Yeah, I think that's correct. And I've always taken the side of, if they can pay this much for a player, that means that they're making much more on the back end. And we know that's true with Ohtani. We know how the Dodgers are doing it. Now, that's not everybody. So I understand wanting to like get some of the smaller market teams up and like get them a little bit more money, but you don't need to take it out of the players' like salaries to get the smaller time owners to spend.
Absolutely not.
Because there's a lot of owners that are like potentially our owner who is in a big market. It can make a shitload of money, but seems really adverse to doing that. And if you're at the game Tuesday and it's $5 Tuesday and the lines are 87,000 people long, I'm like, this seems like a work. It looked like a work out there. They're like, don't even try to serve people, because there was too many lines and people were just chilling. I'm like, this is ridiculous for a $5 Tuesday. That was on Reddit too. And people are like, well, that shit's over. And it's like, yeah, kind of it is. But also that's kind of the price you pay for having a good team and then a cheap promotion. So the promotion is going to go away because now we don't need that anymore. We're going to have a good team now. But like, it was just like, yeah, I mean, Chuck, I'm sure
Chuck, that happened to me like a few weeks ago. Like we were like, okay, well, we'll get some hot dogs at the game. And it was like fucking 8,000 people in line. I'm like, I'm not doing this. I'm going to eat beer instead.
Wait.
It's like people are buying them to take them home to feed their families for a week. But like, but still that's the thing. Like you got a Jerry that like, well, I'm seeing a floor. I'm like, I love that idea. Give me a floor. So then he's got to spend this fucking money, and you could fall into it. Like Chris Getz is begging for a floor, but like, I don't need a cap, like don't say, well, if we only make this, but the way that they said it in the meeting in MLB Council is that if revenue goes up, but they got to define revenue, but
they
like
if
they
got to agree on it,
then salary cap will go up and floor will go up.
Right.
It all will move. That's what they say.
Yeah.
Just like the NFL,
at the same amount, the same, right? Like if they have a 10% revenue gain, definitely 10% increase on the salary cap.
Don't worry.
Fuck that. This is never. The owners are greedy as fuck. Why would they help? Once they have the salary cap, it's just going to get worse. They have no intention of making it better.
All about cost control.
I wonder,
everything they're doing is about cost control, and just read it exactly like that. The owners don't want to pay the players as much. They would like to pay them less. That's every offer they provide. Has nothing to do with competitive balance, nothing to do with anything else.
No.
Just that. I'd like to pay labor less. That's always the struggle.
I mean, it looks like it can be like how you would try to do competitive balance, but not in something like I don't know. It's as
I said,
better idea.
In the NFL, the Jets always suck. In the NFL, the Browns always suck. They're supposed to have competitive balance. No, they don't have it. There's teams that stink. There's teams that win dynasties. They're dynasties. Fuck right. It never has competitive balance.
Reshuffle the divisions every year if you want fucking competitive balance.
There you go.
Then you get competitive balance.
That would be fun.
That's way easier. That's way no one even has to fucking do anything. The person making the schedule, which now I believe is a computer, that algorithm has to figure it out.
The couple.
And by the way,
bought the Chat GPT membership. They're paying for Chat GPT. They're not like me.
That's a good idea, actually.
And every half hour.
Now the Puxatawny Phil's playing the last week of the season for some reason.
No, Hush Puppy Hank's playing last week.
That's who they're playing. It's a big matchup last game.
And Hush Puppy Hank, they're playing. And then the Savannah Banana.
I got one quick thing for you guys. I was laughing to myself today because our guy AJ Przinsky went out there, met the Pope, and he gave him that ball. And we've talked about the gifts to the Pope before. I thought this was cool. I thought like this is pretty cool. Like if you're gonna if you have that ball, like, and you want to give it to somebody, the Pope, Southside Pope, great fucking guy to give it to. I love it, right? Yeah. But I've talked about this before. The gifts to the Pope. It's funny because the Pope is not supposed to have a lot of shit. He's not supposed to have things. But like he only has things that are used that are to be used, right? He has food because he has enough food that he needs to eat, right? And I was thinking, like, Pope's got to be like, but I want this ball, man. So I got to make use of it. So I can imagine the Pope out in the Vatican just hitting batting practice with this fucking ball. I have like an image of it in my head, and he's just like in front of St. Peter's, and he's just like blasting the ball off the church and back to himself. Like I was just like playing Pepper against the church. And it just made me laugh. So I wanted to share it with you.
Maybe he has an Italian flag fungo bat from Cooperstown bat like I do, and he's just out there sitting the shit out of the ball.
Sean Jankowski's right. I mean, it was in the write-up that AJ mentioned to him kind of when they were leaving. By the way, the White Sox are in first place. He goes, "Oh, I've been watching," and gave him a little wink that he's been paying attention to the team. Dude. So he's been invested. All of his papal duties, he's still been checking out the White Sox, making sure he's paying attention to what's going on. I love it.
I love that Sean put that, because I think it's fucked up that the Pope gets to watch the Sox and Sean's blacked out. Like that
don't seem right.
He's not blacked out from CHSN though, right?
No.
Like he can pay. I think
I believe he's blacked out. But I believe he's blacked out from MLB.TV.
Yeah,
which is. He's in fucking Iowa.
I know.
That should be blacked out.
Exactly. That's another reason.
That should be the first thing they fix.
But
in the collective bargaining,
they want to control all of the media so that they can.
Sean gets it on antenna.
Okay, that's good.
Man, I was getting it on antenna for a while.
I'm just a little miss a lot. There you
go. He doesn't have to pay for it. Now, listen, I wouldn't go into paying for exclusive content for a lot of people, but I would pay money. Donate it to the church for the Pope's thoughts about all things White Sox. Like, how'd Brooke Fletcher do? I want to know what the Pope thinks about it. He's like, look, she's blue, but she's green.
Let's not get a Pope.
I would love
White Sox podcast in here. We don't want to get blown out of the water here.
Yeah.
Well,
we've already been cooked once this week. Let's not do that again.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that.
Why don't you pay some bills, my Sox?
Well, at least we got this still going. Ready to hit the road for the next homestand, whether you're cruising down the Dan Ryan or heading out for a weekend series, Mazda of Orland Park is your home base for a winning drive. Just like a perfectly executed 6-4-3 double play, Mazda combines precision, style, and performance. From the versatile CX-5 to the sleek Mazda 3, we've got the roster depth to get you to 35th and Shields in style. Mazda of Orland Park makes the buying process quick and easy so you can spend less time at the dealership and more time watching Monet crush homers. Visit Mazda of Orland Park at 8910 West 159th Street in Orland Park. Schedule a test drive online or by calling 708-444-3200. And check out the current selection of Mazdas on MazdaofOrlandPark.com. Mazda of Orland Park, driving Sox fans forward all season long.
All right, let's get into some White Sox talk. Let's get this comment first, though, because this kind of made me laugh. Alex says, imagine the Pope kicking it on the couch watching Sox on bed. And it just made me laugh because I realized I know so little about the Vatican that I just kind of assumed that the Pope was always sitting in some huge throne, like a medieval.
There's no like regular couch in there. You couldn't even envision it.
Dude.
I just like on the Iron Throne from fucking Game of Thrones. That's kind of what I envision him sitting on all day. Let's talk White Sox, though.
Let's do it.
I know you want to get into this. Why do some folks on our Sox fans hate Will Venable? Why do they hate Will Venable?
You know what, boys? There's been a lot going on the last couple weeks, especially in the Twitterverse, and I've noticed a lot, even though the White Sox are overachieving, doing much better than we thought. It's been exciting. It's been a lot of fun for us, especially at home, winning games. There's a lot of people right now who in White Sox Twitter are not fans of Will Venable, fed up with Will Venable, want Will Venable out of here. And so I wanted to first go through the fan types that I'm seeing out there on Twitter, and then we'll talk a little Will Venable accomplishments before we, as a group, get into kind of what some of our gripes might be with Will Venable. But I want to start off with, there's a fan type of a fan that if anything goes wrong, they blame the manager, the coach, the boss, the dad, whoever's in authority. They're always going to blame some person. They always want to have someone to blame. And there are that fan type in Sox Twitter. And that person is the anonymous Shy Sox fan Mike Clone. And this Jim Tomey FC, I saw that on back-to-back days, pronounced that Will Venable is the worst manager in baseball. The White Sox are in first place, guys. I'm seeing this on a daily basis. So,
my God.
Look, if you are this type of fan, you can ignore the analysis that we're going to talk about very shortly. The next group of fan, this fan gets irate about the lineup that isn't consistent, even not truly realizing that different-handed pitchers would direct a team to change their lineup to make it better. That certain hitters might hit certain types of pitchers by repertoire, even if it's not handling this differently, etc. They just want the lineup to be the same, and they call the manager out on it every single time. And this type of fan is called the average Evergreen Park fan. They don't understand that the lineup does flip over for left-handed versus right-handed. It's tough to watch. It's a tough watch, my friends, but they're out there. So you also do not have to listen to this analysis we're about to hit on Will Venable and the job he's done so far. Next up is the fan that ignores all the shit that goes on that isn't between 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. So all the moves during the game, they ignore all the things that the manager does to get the team ready for battle each day. And that fan, we're going to call that fan Dandelion Dan. You know, Dandelion Dan, very precious. Dan, you're precious. And you don't understand that there's other work that goes on besides between 7 and 10. Next fan, this fan kind of looks smart. They're really not. They kind of look smart, but mostly because all they do is complain about bullpen moves. And, you know, we'll get into later why complaining about bullpen moves all the time isn't so smart, because you kind of don't know everything that's going on with the bullpen. But this fan is called the Jump to Conclusions Julian. Jump to Conclusions Julian We'll complain about the bullpen, even if guys aren't available, whatever. But that person also does not need to listen to this analysis. Although they could, they might learn something from this. They might be ready to learn something from this. And this last group of fan, this is the fan. This goes in the other direction. This is the fan that says the manager can do no wrong, goes out of their way to blame anyone and everyone else what's going on with the team. And they're a little closer to the truth right now because one of Will Venable's doing a great job. We'll call this the Head Over Hills fan. The Head Over Hills fan is going to stick up for Will Venable and the manager no matter what. Doesn't matter. They don't consider anything that's going on. So I there's a lot of different fans out there. And then the last group of fans is all the rest of us. All the rest of us that don't fall into one of those groups. That'll be most of the people in the comments and the three of us here. I want to quickly go back through. I gave Will Venable his flowers a couple podcasts ago for some stuff he does that's not during the time when they're actually playing the game. And I'll go through these quickly. He was able to manage putting Tristan Peters into the lineup and moving Luis Angel Acuna, the guy who was traded for Luis Robert, out and making that work and having the White Sox flourish because of it. He was able to get Andrew Benintendi, a veteran, to take a part-time role, to retire his fucking glove. They buried it in the outfield. He never used it anymore. He does a DH only. He was able to get Anthony Kay. The opener situation didn't work. They worked it back. He doesn't use the opener anymore. And everything's actually Anthony Kay has been very good since then. They've figured that out. Yeah. Munetaka Murakami. All the media circus that's been around never bothered to the White Sox. He was able to manage through that. Brian Hudson, a guy who was on waiver bait, my horse. My horse might be the best reliever in that bullpen at this point, Chorizy. And right now,
moment, yeah,
he might be. And they took him from waiver bait. They didn't spend a lot of time letting him pitch the sixth inning. They said, this guy's doing some shit. Get him in the back innings. And they did a very good job with that. Will Venable did a terrific job. We mentioned Sam Antonacci, getting him adjusted by letting him, easing him into the lineup. And now he's been gangbusters. And obviously, keeping Mike Vassell in the dugout is an elite vibes guy. Tremendous work as the manager. Did you guys know the White Sox are number one in pinch hitting?
Yeah.
So pinch hitting, they are number one in almost every category in pinch hitting.
Because Randall Grichuk exists.
Yep.
He is. But the decision making, Derek Hill was excellent as a pinch hitter as well. But yeah,
he's still a good pinch hitter in Philly.
He's still
he just hit a walk the other night.
The decisions to pinch hit and have been good. The White Sox using the lineup against lefties are top 6 in MLB and WRC plus. So that means when they flip it over, when they don't have the normal lineup, they're very good at setting the lineup, making things right. The White Sox estimated winning percentage coming into this season, boys, 425. Their current winning percentage, 519. I don't know if you know that. That's better, much better than what we expected. The White Sox are beating their Pythag record by 2 games. They're 41-38. Based on runs, they should be 39-40. We've heard Steve Stone gush about Will Venable. We've heard Chris Getz in the front office gush about Will Venable. But you know what? How about we have an independent group, Chorizy? Someone that has no stake in this thing. What do the betting markets think about Will Venable? Yep, you guessed it. Yeah. Will Venable is the leader. If you are betting for the American League Manager of the Year in 2026, he has the lowest odds. The sports books believe he will win Manager of the Year for the AL. He is the leader right now. So they're independents. Here is a manager decision success rate probability chart in which Will Venable is a very positive. He's 12th overall, a very positive manager overall with regards to this. Before we close this up, let's talk about bullpens real quickly. So everyone is they want to sound off on the bullpen Will Venable. But I remember listening to Kevin Goldstein, who used to work for the Astros, currently works for the Twins. On his podcast, he mentioned, I'm paraphrasing this, he said, it's tough for the average fan to evaluate bullpen decisions because they truly have no idea who's available, who's feeling good, who's going through a dead arm period, who's a bad matchup for this particular subset, either of team or hitters, et cetera, et cetera. We generally don't know who should be in the game at any one time. And so very tough to manage. So I stop you there, boys, by saying Will Venable's accomplished a lot. And it's not because he's, beyond criticism. It's fine to criticize the manager, and he's a second-year manager. There is stuff to criticize. But everything I'm seeing out there of people comparing Will Venable to Pedro Grifol.
No.
People saying Will Venable is the worst manager in MLB. This is, if you see that sort of stuff, you can comfortably mute, block, or ignore anyone who tweets any of that stuff, because obviously the evidence forebodes that is not correct. So what I want to throw to you guys is your complaints about Will Venable in a reasonable manner. For all of us who are not those fan groups that I mentioned, let's talk about Will Venable and things that we have gripes about.
So I'll start.
Yeah, you go for
I do have a very specific gripe with Will Venable. It is how much he likes to bunt. I'm talking more about the ones that are borderline reasonable. Sometimes I think it's the player that's just out there and going like, I'm bunting and like trying to get on base, right? Like, and that's fine. If they're trying to actually get on base, I don't know. But like the other day, in extra innings, I did not understand the bunt because you're down 1. Acuna's been hitting well, and Acuna is a high contact player with good speed.
Yep.
Like it's reasonable to just let him hit. Like, but the thing that when it happened, when he bunted and he moved the runner over, I looked at it and I said, well, Kyle Teal is still in the exact same position as he comes up. He needs to still get a hit. Like it didn't change. Like, because a fly out, you're nobody on base, 2 outs. You tied it. That's fine. You're going in the next inning. But remember, the bullpen is decimated. You gotta try and win this game.
Win now.
I did not like that. Now, if I'm going to Will's defense on that, they had 84 chances to win that game before then, and they did not execute on them. So that's not really his fault, right? But that's the kind of thing, like the excessive bunting is probably the biggest complaint that I have. But if you go back a few weeks when you're seeing some of that, some of these guys are like, I have no confidence in these guys to get on base, and that's why they're bunting.
But I like this. I like this gripe, and I actually had it on my list. But I had it on my list, and I was like, I haven't been complaining about it because they are weirdly, as an organization, seemingly into bringing bunting back for some reason, and I haven't seen it bear out in the numbers actually. And they and like I think they have a thesis that this is like could be a good strategy. The only problem with it is they stink at actually bunting.
Yes.
I could get on board with it if they were very good at it, but they kind of suck at it. I feel like they never get it down. And so the execution stinks. Maybe it's a good strategy. Like
I'm so glad
level that I don't understand, but they don't do it well. You know, like
I'm so glad Tristan Peters started hitting enough that they're not asking him to do it anymore because he kept trying to do that drag bunt and just following it off himself. And I was like, the only thing that's going to happen is he's going to foul it off himself and he's out of the box and he's just going to be out. And then everybody's going to be pissed off. So like that one, the bunting is something. Let's get this drink real quick. Tim says, Pope is a guest for 108 Festivus episode. We shall see. My brother, who knows I'm a fan, sat in 108 with his family this week. They had a great time. Oh, that's
great.
awesome. Man.
That's great to hear.
Hopefully they said hi.
Pleased by that. I mean, if we can get the Pope on Festivus, that would be something special.
They're probably there on $5 Tuesday when none of us were there.
Could you imagine him going crazy about something? It'd be like he's just performing an exorcist on MySoxSummer's acid reflux. MSS,
the Eucharist are stale.
What's your gripe?
I think the bunny thing is that's pretty well known. My gripe with Will is that he is just too damn well spoken. Okay, like the guy doesn't give me any fodder, nothing to make fun of him. He doesn't misspeak. He doesn't put his foot in his mouth out there. No, I don't have any fucking complaints about a guy that's taken a team that I watched lose fucking 121 games and is now competing. And I understand those players aren't here, but like he was given no shot. Like this is not supposed to be happening right now. And he's getting something out of these guys. And the bullpen stuff, he can only play the people that he's given. I think the person that you should be really fucking mad at right now, and I've said it before, is Brian Bannister. This guy gets his dick sucked from behind, as a person that doesn't care about us said to me, by the entire fucking fan base. Like, this guy's a genius. He's a fucking genius. I don't know. Jury seems out. Okay. From MSS's perspective, jury's a little out. Will, he's just like, again, second year manager. You mentioned all these things. He's green in certain areas. He's figuring shit out. But you know what? It's looking pretty goddamn good that he's going to figure it out, because we had a suit. Now, I understand you could say, wow, we had Mune, you know, and he was doing a lot of work out there, winning a lot of games. We haven't seen that guy in 4 weeks. We're still winning games. I mean, it's pretty amazing.
And still scoring. And still scoring MSS.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing.
The
It's
offense
a run
is still fine.
Just very recently, we've seen some downturn in that, but the offense has been there.
It's odd. And I know maybe, you know what it is, guys? Maybe it's just we're so unused. We're not used to this type of behavior and things that have been happening that we're just like, we have to reject it because it's the work of Satan or what. I don't know. Like, we have to say, no. We still got to complain about something. So let's complain about, and Shriffin's gotten better. They're like, thank God Brooke came in so we can yell about Brooke and beautifulness. And then we're gonna yell at Will Venable at his beautifulness. And this is how he's doing too good of a job, you know. But you know, he could do better. Fucking goddamn Shy Sox Mike said, we tweeted the other day. Just imagine if they would have won some of these 1-1 games, like more of these 1-1 games. It's like the comment was just up. Like what?
Yeah,
they're like
16-9. They're 16-9.
Yeah.
Incredibly good.
They're crushing.
Shut the fuck up. Like, just enjoy this shit, you know? Just enjoy it. It just bothers me that people got to pick apart all this bullshit when the product is fine. You're like, listen, I don't care how they make the sausage sometimes. If it's delicious, I'm going to eat it. And it's delicious out there right now. I'm eating it. Okay? So, cheers.
Can I pull that comment back up? Because I want to talk a little bit about something Alex has here, which is another gripe of mine with Will Venable. But this is almost like an ideological difference that I have with Will.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I'm right and he's wrong. I just think of things differently than he does, I think. And, you know, Alex is saying here, less bunting and Taylor over Sir Anthony as closer. And I would say he's done a wonderful job. And the Taylor over Sir Anthony thing, I think that's debatable because I think, you know, like it's been a little rough for Grant Taylor recently. His velocity is a little bit down. But I agree with the sentiment of like the Hudson thing. I loved so much because it's like, this is the hot hand. This is the guy doing the thing.
Yep.
Put him in position to do more of that. And I like that. I really like that. But he's hesitant to do it a lot. And you'll see it like,
it's true.
Acuna's been hot. He made Acuna bunt the other day. He went with the handedness thing and put Jacob Gonzalez in to pinch hit instead of Acuna.
Yep.
And like, there's a lot of these like handedness things that he'll go like, well, this is the right play right now, and not go like, this guy's been crushing it. Like, I don't care that
just
Tristan Peters
a little bit of feel.
It's left on left, right? And they've done this a few times. They'll left Tristan Peters left on left, and he delivers, right? And it's like the dude is on an all-time heater. Just let it happen. Just let it happen until it's not happening anymore. And then the next guy on a heater. And I am not a major league manager. I am nowhere fucking near that. So I don't want to say that I'm right and he's wrong. But that's something where, like, I do have a little bit of a gripe with him just because I think we view things slightly different. And I'm in a very fortunate position to just second guess him from the stands after 18 beers.
But Chorizo, you have managed people for many, many years. And see, there are connections to this. So people have managed people should be able to understand some of this stuff and watch some of this stuff and kind of understand, like, okay, why does he do certain things? And that comment there, I like that a lot because, you know, Venable has taken the tack that he wants Taylor in the most high leverage spot, which I think is the best way to absolutely win. But I get people. I don't trust Sir Anthony in the ninth inning. You guys don't trust Sir Anthony in the ninth inning. And Venable has.
I want him in the sixth.
He has jumped off of that a few times. He's let Brian Hudson close games. He's let, obviously, Newcomb the other day close the game. He's let Grant Taylor close games. But there is a level of managing up where the GM bought that expensive guy. So you kind of have to play that expensive guy the way they're asking you to, in a way, you know. So like there is a level of managing up too.
I think our next segment will probably touch on that a little bit, and I want to get into that. I'm assuming one of you guys will have that to go in. If not, I'll just bring it up. But like,
sounds good.
The Sir Anthony thing is on my mind. It's very much on my mind, and I don't think it's on my mind the same way it's on everybody else's mind. So we'll get to it. Beef, I do want to like comment one thing on this though. Yeah, on the whole Venable thing and what you were talking about at the top of like the different things. I think there's a group you forgot about, and I want to bring it up.
Please do.
The Han bots turned Gets bots. I see the transformation happening already. Really? Nobody is blaming Chris Getz for signing Sir Anthony Dominguez. Well, I'm saying some people are, but there's a group that is not blaming Chris Getz for signing Sir Anthony Dominguez. They are blaming Will Venable for how he uses Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Yeah,
that is Hanbot behavior. That's Hanbot behavior.
It's time to do that, right? You're right, Chorizo. That is Hanbot behavior. It's like, oh, the GM signed us a closer. It's what Chuck and I got into a little bit in the studio the other night before the charity thing. It's like, you wanted a closer, you got a closer. You can't be complaining about him now, man. This is the guy. You know what the fuck?
Can I say something about that, Beef? I fucking love Chuck.
I do too. Great interaction. Very fun.
Like Chuck will get into the shit with us, and I like
getting in the mud.
I appreciate that. Like
he's a
like,
mutter.
There's a lot of people that would just be like, I'm never talking to that guy. I'm above this. You know who I am. You know who I am, kind of thing.
Chuck is like,
hey, you were giving me shit, you know. I was like, yes,
he came up to let me know, and then and then he really gave it to me. He's like, and then I stopped thinking about you altogether. I was like, you motherfucker.
I was gonna respond,
but fucking
you fucking got me.
I said it was Beef. I said it was the Mad Men meme, but you know what it was? It was Robin Williams from Good Will Hunting, and then I had a glass of whiskey, and I realized. You're a young prick. You don't know shit.
Incredible.
All right. Are we wrapped up on Venable? You got some more stuff that you want to get into?
I think so. I think we communicated the point, and I think it's fair for people to question the manager's decisions, and we should continue to do that. And he is, like MSS mentioned, he's in his second year. He's green. But he's done a lot of stuff right. And you recognize all the right stuff as you get in there and criticize, him playing the infield with the runner on third in less than 2 out, or him being a little slow on the trigger to get a guy out of the game, a pitcher out of the game, or whatever. Those things are all criticizable. Let's just take it with a grain of salt and the overall job that's being done.
I'll close it out. Go ahead, MSS.
I was just going to say this, Chorizy, and maybe you're probably not thinking this, but like, if you can honestly say that you're unhappy with the way the White Sox are playing and what's going on the field right now, feel free to criticize the manager. Like, if you can't tell me that being in first place doesn't make you feel good as a fan, then you can criticize him. If you're watching these guys play every day as a fan, does it make you happy or bring you some sort of joy after what we sat through for so many years? Feel free to criticize him and say that he's a piece of shit or whatever, or go crazy. But like, you can, like Loaf said, right? You can do the little things, but if you're gonna go here like he's the worst manager ever, blah blah blah, then fuck you. I'm sorry. That's all I can say.
I'll close. Go ahead. I'll close this out with saying that if the White Sox don't make the playoffs, they don't win the division, they don't make the playoffs, but they go 500. Will Venable will have overseen in 2 years a 40-game turnaround for a team. That's fucking ridiculous.
Incredible.
So let's just keep that in mind. But now we got another segment that we want to do. We're calling it Heartbreakers. Someone that has broken your heart on this team that now
I got to turn my back on.
You got to turn your back on.
This guy sucks.
I'm going to start with you. Who has broken your heart?
What, me? Okay. I think you already mentioned him, and I'm worried that we're going to have similar thoughts, but we probably won't. You boys remember when we signed Liam Hendricks? We were all like, here we fucking go, man. Lockdown closer, good energy, just a great guy, like off the field. Did I get that feeling when we signed Sir Anthony Dominguez? You're fucking right. You're right, I did. We're like, holy shit. $20 million, $10 million a year for this guy. Bring him in. He's going to be good. You guys were telling me he's good. He's going to be good. He's going to be good. I thought, fuck yeah, we paid up. And here we have a guy that will shut the door. The question started early and fast. I remember listening to the stretch, listening to Eddie Barstool taking a shot at him and saying, you spent $10 million on this guy and he's fucking giving up runs. And then during the Cubs series, when Sir Anthony allowed the tie in the 9th against the Cubs, he goes, $20 million guy just gave the tie. And then Frank Kaminsky came in and said, how'd that end out for you, Eddie? But so you got it. But, we worked it out. But don't just take my word. To quote Jeopardy contestant P. Knowles, the problem is that right now, Sir Anthony Dominguez is a bad pitcher, worse than at any point in his major league career. He walks too many guys. He allows too much hard contact and too many home runs. That's a problem in the 9th inning. That's a problem in the 8th inning. That's a problem at any juncture in the game where you care about the outcome. And then this is me. It's a rough watch. When we really thought it was going to be a question, we really thought it wasn't going to be a question. They're just going to bring this guy out. He's going to shut the door. We're good. I miss Liam because Tony is literally breaking my heart these days.
Now that is so fair.
I get it.
It's a lot of people wanted the closer. They wanted to get the closer in position. And you know what? Yeah. He had a bad outing in Milwaukee when we were up there, but after that, it was good. Was closing on a lot of saves, and even now he doesn't have that many blown saves where it's like. But lately, he's just been so bad, so tough to watch. Man, it's brutal.
It's a rough watch.
Yeah. So, as is my normal stance on things, once everybody is out, I'm in. And so what I'm hoping for our guy, Sir Anthony,
Sir Tony,
T-Dog, whatever you want to call him. My hope is that they start putting him in some low leverage spots.
Oh,
and he gets a little bit in a little bit of different. He starts to get his control back, starts to get back, and then goes on just an electric run for the rest of the year. Not as a closer, but just all over the place. Just using all kinds of different varieties, and he just hammers it through. And Beef, I want your guy, the horse. I want him to become a closer.
You want him to be close. You know that there's even a little spark of electricity with Sir Anthony. He's back in the closer role. You know that, right?
I know. I know.
He's back in the role. But yeah, the horse has been super dependable. Brian Hudson, he's total waiver bait. He's been outstanding for the White Sox. His Baseball Savant page doesn't light it up, but he gets outs. I mean, the guy just gets outs. Him and Sean Newcomb, they've been reliever 1 and reliever 2 for this team, basically, especially with Grant Taylor getting hit a bunch lately. So it's a good one, MSS. I like that.
Yeah.
Beef,
who's on the outs with you?
Oh, my gosh, it's so disappointing. And I feel like White Sox fans have forgotten about the guy because he was supposed to be a big part of this thing. And when you envision the White Sox really making a run, you envision this guy as being one of the main pieces of the starting pitching staff to be a part of it. And that guy is Shane Smith. We had such high hopes for this guy heading into the season. And he started out the season incredibly ineffective. And like, even that last start before they demoted him, it was like trying to strike everyone out or nothing. And some of the like verbiage from the front office almost led you to believe that they were a little bit upset with him to begin with to start the season for reasons outside of performance that led him to being demoted. He goes down, then he's gotten hurt. The White Sox are basically down right now to 3 starting pitchers. I mean, Eric Fetty at this point, he can't give you 5 innings. He's kind of a bulk reliever, and they're like hiding him the best they can. They're doing bullpen games. Like, this team is really missing Shane Smith. And not to mention his super smoking hot sister being on Instagram and doing White Sox things and not overall baseball things, right? MSS, I mean, come on now. So you bring that all in there. It's like, he's the one who's really breaking my heart because I thought he would be a huge contributor to what the White Sox are going to be, the good performance that they could have this year. If they had the upside, he was going to be a guy, and he just hasn't been a part of it. And I hope he gets healthy, and I hope he gets back in here. But it's sad to me. It's upsetting to me. I was hoping for a lot from him.
It is. And I think all of us wanted him to just be the ace, right? Like, what a story, right? Rule 5, all-star, this year's ace. And I'm so fucking glad Davis Martin has stepped up. And Sean Burke has been good as hell lately.
Awesome.
And I think we talked about that recently. Like, if Sean Burke starts getting those swings and misses on these things, man, he could be electric. And goddamn, he has, except for the one inning I watched him the other day. That fucked him up for some reason. But it's been really good. And so, yeah, if Shane Smith was the third member of that, we would have something really cooking right now. We don't, and we're grasping for fourth and fifth starter right now.
Chorizo, how about you? All
right.
Yeah, go ahead, Chorizy.
So this hurts. This hurts to say because he's my Mexicano. But Jacob Gonzalez, it's getting rough out there.
It's bad.
It's getting rough out there. Oof. And they're even trying their best to protect him, give him as much right-handed pitching as possible. But man, this is like you and I. This is like us. Jacob Gonzalez. I compare this to like one of our 8 a.m. slot machine runs, where you get up real high pretty quick. Right? He had the 887 OPS June 9th, and you're like, it's only 8:30 in the morning. We got to keep playing.
We're going up.
He's been in free fall since then. He's at 529 now. And he looks outmatched up there. Yeah, and I think the thing is,
velocity's killing him, right?
I don't he's not dead to me or anything like that. Yeah. You could see in that little bit of time that there is a good ball player there, but there's just too many things that I'm nervous about with this guy, right? Like the fact that you got a pinch run for a guy who's a shortstop by trade.
That's tough.
Worries me, and then him just
MSS, he was really 0 for 28. It was like Jacob May. Remember we had Jacob May? We were praying the guy got a hit. That's how Jacob Gonzalez was. He was 0 for 28. My God.
Yeah,
he gets a hit.
It's bad. So I just
send him right down.
I kind of want him to go down. I don't know who we even have down there that can do anything. So it's got to be Mooney.
I'm doing right now.
It's got to be Mooney. And the last I heard on Mooney was the other day, who's working at 85% or something, 85%. They said.
Yeah, but they're full of shit. They're always full of shit.
I'm guessing you don't see Mooney till post All-Star break. That's my guess right now, because why push him back before then and just give him the extra time? Yeah. So we're gonna get a lot more Jacob Gonzalez run. So I hope he turns it around. But right now I'm just thinking about him and I'm like,
now I got to turn my back.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's they had to do what they had to do. Chorizo, every time I think about Jacob Gonzalez here being up here, I just think to myself, the White Sox could have just held on to Curtis Mead, because Curtis Mead is playing well for the Nationals right now. He's got a 121 WRC plus. He's got 13 homers. He has hit 8 of his 13 homers against right-handed pitching, so it's not even a handedness thing. He's a righty hitter, but still, if he were still here, you wouldn't have had to bring up Jacob Gonzalez and mess around with this. You would have had a ready-made major league player. It didn't work out. The math on the roster didn't work, and so you end up in a spot here where you brought up a kid who's probably wasn't ready, but you just needed a body, and it's a struggle bus.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the
guy. I'm so glad none of us said they do not. Ryan Galaney's not coming up. As much as I want him to do good in fall ball, the guy that I'm glad none of us said that I am getting fucking tired of seeing people complain about on the internet is Chase Meidron. And I see, oh my God. Yeah, thanks, John. Thanks, John. I appreciate that. But the thing that I'm seeing about him is all these little subcuts of of splits and all this shit. And it's one of these things. Sometimes it's just so simple to just think about some of these things. Yeah, Chase is just not he's not that great against right-handed pitching. Right? Like, so
that's kind of known.
If he's coming up against a really tough right-handed reliever, like, you should just not expect that it's gonna go perfectly.
Right.
Like, that's just how it is. And if you look at the way they do the lineups, when it's a right-handed pitcher, Chase is down in the lineup.
Correct.
He's not leading off.
Right.
Sam's leading off. Right? They switched those.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why this is hard to understand. And also, just realize that, like, guys, he's a fucking second baseman. Like, what do you expect out of your second baseman bat-wise? He's a glove-first second baseman. He's like, by most metrics, he's an above-average second baseman.
Correct.
I've seen nothing wrong with his second base play, and the motherfucker can play shortstop too. What are we actually worried about here? This is how this. Who are you replacing him with? Because if you tell me Sam Antonacci, I want to know who's playing left field, because that's going to be a disaster.
Exactly.
So I like, it's like people like, oh, we got to get rid of this guy. For who?
We don't have enough good players yet. Exactly. Like, we got to keep all the good guys on here right now. And Teresa,
this is an outperforming roster.
I'm happy you brought this up. The guy's on pace for a 2.5 win season at second base. That's going to place him in the top 10, of second baseman in Major League Baseball. It's like, what do you guys? The guy can't go into a slump. The guy had an on base streak of like 22 games before he went into the slump.
Yeah,
this shit happens. As MSS always says, you want consistency, but the game is all about streaks, and you're going to watch the streaks. Please be adults about learning and watching these streaks. Like, it's just crazy shit. Like, will eventually the White Sox have a roster where Chase Maedrow shouldn't start? Maybe. That would be great. They don't have a terrific roster if that was the case. They don't have that roster right now.
No. That was my prediction for him last year. Right? And like I was just talking about that a couple weeks ago, where I was like, he's added some power to his game. Yes. And it's like, okay, he might be able to stick at second. And so until someone pushes him out of that position, he's my fucking second baseman. And I want you to tell me who's pushing him out of that position right now.
Right. Yeah, there's nobody.
So,
and who's taking that person's position? I mean, that would be
exactly, because you could make the argument for Antonacci, right?
Yeah.
But
100%.
At the same time, are you going to put Junior Perez out there full time?
Yeah.
No.
Have him hit against righties? You want to see him hit against righties? Because it gets a lot worse than what you're seeing with Chase.
K-Dog is on the case right here. William Bergoglio Jr. Revolution will not be televised. Unfortunately, the Italian Mafia put a hit on him. All right, we saw that. Antonacci put him out of action. So there's nothing we can do about it. We're investigating right now. We're investigating, but we don't have so we're all good with that.
All right, boys. This week, we participated in something beautiful. I was very, very proud. Very proud of what we did. So we worked with White Sox Charities. There was a t-shirt sale that we did. It was us, Sox on 35th, and Locked on Sox. Overall, raised $77,000 for charity. These are 3 fucking podcasts selling t-shirts. $77,000 for charity. I couldn't be more proud of what happened. But we did not win. We lost. Sox on 35th won. And now we need to, we got to look at the game tape. We got to go back, because you got to learn. You got to learn. You got to get better. Everything's about learning and getting better. Who or what is to blame for our crushing defeat at the hands of Sox on 35th? Beef, I'll let you go first. I feel like you got some fire and passion over here.
It knows.
Bro, I mean,
Chorizo,
we saw it when we were down there selling those streets on the concourse right there. There were a substantial amount of our fucking knucklehead fans that also bought the other group's t-shirts. Yes. I can't figure out if this is MySoxSummer syndrome, where they must be liked by everyone, and so they had to buy everyone else's, even though they've never heard of these other brands, and these brands have never talked to them before. But they must buy the t-shirt because it got to be fair. Or if it's us not fully educating the group. We didn't do a good enough job to tell them, buy our fucking shirt. It's a goddamn competition. Or lastly, do we just have like a naturally dull fan base that doesn't understand stuff? And they're just like, which that might be it. Okay. And I'm not hating. I love our fan base. And I will always love our fan base, but it is
the one in there.
You know?
The one in there that was infuriating to me was that lady, that Guardians fan that sat in the section the other day.
Yeah.
She came by, she brought some people with to buy t-shirts. They all bought other t-shirts, none of ours.
She's like, I'm bringing them all to buy your stuff.
And then she kept tweeting at us afterwards that she helped us out. And I was like, well, you helped out the charity, which is good, but you certainly did not help us. So I was like, why do you keep tweeting at us? Why do you keep tweeting at us? You guys bought all the other shirts. Tweet at those other guys. You helped them.
Yes, it was ridiculous, insane, in fact. You know, and we're ushering, we're both out there, us and Sox on 35th, they're both ushering people in to try to buy shirts. One thing I wasn't going to mention, but I'm going to mention it now. I hope Todd's listening. They pushed the Lockdown Sox shirts to the back.
Yeah,
and the Sox on 35th kids, smart kids, they stood in front of them shirts so people couldn't see them. Exactly. So I had to hurt Todd at least 50 shirts. I'm going to assume at least 50 shirts worth of buying because everyone loves a black shirt.
That is true. Like, and like I will say, like, a lot of people that really perused everything, they went for that Lockdown shirt. Because it had the pinwheels on it and shit. It's a nice shirt.
It looks good. Yeah,
people like black.
It's a nice shirt. I'm gonna buy one on eBay now that it's over and it does. But yeah, MSS. What are your thoughts?
As the no numbers guy for the 108 podcast, here are the numbers. Sox on 35th has 30,000 more followers than us on Twitter. They have 21,000 more followers on Instagram. And if you think those numbers are nuts, add them together because they have 47,500 more followers on Facebook. Okay. They have 12 fucking members in their fucking crew posse listed on the site. I think there's more. I think there's 36 of them actually, but it seems like behind the scenes, there's more. But yeah, I think that is like, if I want to say something, and one thing I would say is they should have beat us by more, because if you got that many people, we had that many followers, we would have sold way more fucking shirts. So kind of a pitiful display by the Sox on 35th people to have those numbers and then not beat us by more.
So I'm going to bring this guy into the studio while I tell my theory of what happened. I want to see his reaction to it. Laz, welcome. Jordan Wazowski here.
Surprise.
So Jordan,
good to see you, brother.
My theory on this is that you've bitten into what has been part of our core audience. As you've grown, you become a handsome young man. You are now MILF bait.
Good.
And as we all age into being GILF bait, you're eating up the MILF ladies and stealing that money. That was core to our success. We did the Sunday soak simply for that. And now you're taking all that money. I'm outraged.
My dating record might care to disagree with that.
Oh,
right there. So.
You gotta go older, man. You gotta go older. I think
we might want to try a different angle there.
You just don't know what you've been missing yet. You don't know what you've been missing.
Listen, you're around high school.
The eyes are on
moms
you
all day. You know, like high school kids' moms that are probably divorced out there. You can clean up.
MSS. That's a good call.
Fantasies are being pushed in here.
No, that's a good call. We got to go to one of these games. We got to go to these games and see percentage of moms that show up to the game that are looking in the dugout at Jordan.
They're like,
we'll film
MSS. We're on to something here. We're on to something.
Like,
how many shirts did they buy, Jordan?
Back of that guy's head. I'm like, do you know he's single, right? You know, we'll do the dirty work for you. Like, because that's probably
whatever
the rules and shit.
Whatever it takes.
So we'll do it. We're good at that. We're good wingmen. You know, we're all married, so we can do that. Don't want to get Loaf in there. That guy's too attractive.
So the nose, they can't resist. So Jordan, what do you think? Why did you guys whoop our ass? I want to hear some thoughts from you. Why do you think you whooped our ass in this competition?
I'll tell you what, MySoxSummer, you just said it right there. why'd they put you on TV twice? Like, let's start there. I was blown away. Well, okay, first time, whatever. Sure, you brought some really good passion the first time through. Then you showed up a second time.
I did.
I'm like, day of. I'm like, I'm probably sending BeefLoaf. And I'm thinking, we're gonna be fighting airtime over that. I'm like, oh, they're just sending MySoxSummer again. Cool, great, thanks for that.
And MSS, I love you. But you did look exceptionally fat on the broadcast. Having Nick Morawski next to you, you look fine amongst us other fat people, but Nick Morawski next to you was like, look at that huge fat guy. Oh, that's MySoxSummer. My God, what the hell is here?
Listen, that's not very nice, first off. Second, I disagree. The only reason I disagree, Jordan, is because when we did the tease against the Dodgers, they'd allowed us all to have have a little part, right? And let me talk. And I crushed you guys with my personality. Like it wasn't even a show. And so then they said, okay, listen, this is gonna be unfair if we allow MySoxSummer to talk again on the broadcast because he's gonna crush these fools again. And we need to sell shirts. So let's like not let him talk this time. Just let him be eye candy. Yes, Jordan. You're better looking than me. Yes, Nick Morawski is much more put together than I am. Okay. I am a big chunky guy in a green shirt. I get it. Okay. Some chicks are into that. Not many. Luckily, I got married. But if they would have let me talk and say something that would have been very close to getting beeped, we would have killed it.
No, I mean, I sent the original CHSN piece to multiple people who called me the quote most charismatic of the crew. So I love it. I'm not exactly one to take a lot of
family group chat is really nice to you.
No, just a question. What was the age group on these ladies that said that? Just out of curiosity.
I'm trying to back it up.
I'm not feeding it. I can't answer this well either.
So you should fill it.
So I did, guys. I did have this as my last thing where I was gonna be serious for a second and talk about Sox on 35th for a minute. So, but since Jordan's here, I'm gonna push it up to the top. We'll talk about how we gave away too much skin later and when we're done. But I realized something as I was watching these guys working the other day and stuff. I was like, Sox on 35th has achieved what every young local band ever has tried to do and failed at, which is you start off young and you have a bunch of friends and stuff that don't have a lot of other stuff going on. You guys don't have a lot of going on and you're like, you got school and stuff, but you're doing this and it's a passion project and it's fun and everybody wants to get into it because it's cool and then life starts getting in the way, and every band, whether it be in the way for the band and things couldn't keep going, or life got in the way for the fans and the fan base starts dwindling. None of that shit happened for you guys. You kept the core group of fans and you expanded on it, which is mind blowing with that age group. It's impressive. And then you guys started in your careers. I feel happy to be friends with you, Jordan, and see you go from when you're young, very young, and doing this for a decade, and you've grown into this great professional and a coach, and you do this
and still doing this.
Crazy to think of it when I was your age. I would have not been able to do this. My brain couldn't have handled all of this shit. And I would
have been distracted by the porn, to be honest.
That's one of the problems. But it's just awesome. I think I like you and Joe just doing this. And then even adding in new people where you brought in Duke, and it's that's bringing a new drummer into a band. And the fact that you guys did it so seamlessly and just continue to do this year over year. It's awesome, man. I'm very happy. If anyone was going to beat us, I'm glad it was you guys, because we came up in the exact same time frame, but we're a decade older than you. So it's been watching nephews kind of grow up, and it's really cool, man. I am very happy that it was you guys that did it.
No, I appreciate that. And I mean, thinking back, Joe and I kind of talked about it last night. It's kind of like a post-mortem type thing for us. Like, we started this both when we were around 18. Joe's a year younger than me, so 18, 19 years old. We had no clue what we're doing. We still kind of don't at many points, but we're like, we kind of talked about it. It allowed us throughout this sort of process to every one of us kind of played at our strengths, like the social media side of things, being able to post social clips. Duke just being like his day job is sales. Like he was able to be in person, like convincing people to buy t-shirts.
We were watching him. Yeah, he was doing a great job.
And they shoved me on TV and said, "Don't say a word." And it played to everybody's strengths. But it was cool to have that. It's, I don't know. We go in and we're like, you never want to be like, oh my God, we're going to win. Right. Like, especially knowing who we're going up against, and especially who has such a presence, both online and especially in the ballpark.
Yeah.
Like, all right, this is going to be way rougher than I think we even think. And then they gave us that first update, and it was like we were within 2 of each other. I'm like, oh, okay, this will be a fun night. Like, we didn't want it to essentially, like, again, I'm always Mr. Pessimistic. I'm like, we're gonna be crushed 20 minutes into this, and we're just gonna be sitting there all night like this sucks. So for it to have seen where we've come from, and again, it's not a solo effort. It is Joe doing so much behind the scenes. He does not want to be in front of the camera, but he does so much behind the scenes that every time I am on something, like, Joe Binder, go follow him, go watch it. Like, he does so much for us. And then, like I said, every person got to play to their strengths in one way or another. Brett, Nick, Tim, like everyone. And I think it was cool to see that all happen. And again, for me, the charity side of it was personal too. Just it all kind of worked
charity,
out.
right, Jordan? Yeah.
So that was a charity.
Jordan, actually, tell us a little bit about this charity, because I think a lot of our fans, other than the ones that bought additional shirts from other things, they bought our shirts and they're trying to push for ours, but they're very like our group is very charitable. Like, tell them about the charity they may want to donate.
Yeah, it's called the Pierce Foundation. They work with primarily supporting kids and families experiencing pediatric cancer. The family that started, they've been doing it for about 20 years now. One of my best friends in the world, she it's her family that has run it. They've become like family to me at a certain point. So when we got to choose, we're like, we're gonna look at other pages and things like that. But I kept coming back to, I'm like, when there's a personal element to it, we're like, we have to do this. We have to do whatever it takes, because on top of all of the great reasons to it, like, but I know all these people in the background of it. So they're such good people that they're so committed to helping these kids. They partner mostly with what's called Camp One Step, that puts together kind of like a week or weekend type camp for kids facing cancer, just to be together and just be kids, right? No judgment, no one, everyone's like them. As much as that sucks to say, but that's the reality those kids are going through. Right. And just to hear them talk about the passion, I've been to a couple of their galas as well, and they bring one of the kids up on stage to talk about Camp One Step, and just how mature they are for what they're going through. It always amazes me. And it makes you feel good about what you're supporting, because you're seeing where it's going. So it's the piercefoundation.org. They're truly, truly great people. And that's, again, what made it so personal for me too. I'm like, I want to win. I'm like, we can't promise anything's going to happen at the end of this one. Like, I want to get your name out. I want to get some awareness to it. And I'm very happy it worked, mostly for them, of course. Like, and the Sox is a huge piece, and winning's fun.
I bet it is.
But it was very personal for me at the same time. And I was like, getting like choked up yesterday on our podcast episode. I'm like, it was, like I said, it was important to me. And I know it was so important to the foundation too. And they played a huge part in it. They came to the game on Tuesday, and they were like out trying to convince people to buy shirts. Like, I saw that. I saw that they were out there. That was cool. It was so cool from start to finish. We just keep talking about what a cool experience was to work with both you and Locked On Sox, and just like I said it to the Sox charities people a couple of times. I'm like, thanks for taking a chance on us. I'm like, I thought we were going to sell like 300 shirts combined and call it a day. Like 77,000 for 3 blocks.
It's a lot for the 3 of us. I mean, there's no question. I mean, like when you see those numbers, you're like, holy shit, we did as a group make a big difference, and you guys absolutely crushed it. I mean, like we're down on the floor and we're selling shirts, and I keep looking at the scoreboard. I'm like, fuck, man, we're getting further and further behind. I'm like, Chorizy, we know anyone who's rich could buy like 500 shirts right now. We don't.
Well, Beef, that was one of my reasons why we lost that I had here was MSS couldn't secure a short-term loan with Oniak to buy 1,000 t-shirts. So
he's not Italian enough. He couldn't figure it out.
No, I don't pronounce things correctly, so I'm fucked. Yeah. Man, no, it was fun to listen to you guys talk up in the suite too, Jordan, because you guys are getting to experience something that I feel like we've experienced a lot because we're there at every game and people are coming up and saying hi and saying thank you for doing this. And one of you guys are Brett and Duke were both saying like, guys, man, I mow the lawn while I listen to you guys talk about the Sox, and it is cool to hear that stuff because it makes you feel like I'm not just sitting in my basement talking into a microphone on YouTube.
Someone's out there enjoying the work that you're putting together.
Right.
They're
not, thing, you get this lot. We get these, we got our crazy group of people and fandoms here and then every once in a while throw us money, which is nice too. You can do that right now. That'd be great. But yeah, it's just, it is nice to get some reassurance that, you're not crazy. You should do this. So.
Right.
But yeah,
no,
but it's also
that's
nice.
The biggest thing.
It was good that you guys got some recognition. We have a bobblehead, so we're still better than you, and we're also better looking. But I like that you won this contest, and that's good for you. So,
I mean, the last time we talked about the bobblehead, you did say they don't have a bobblehead yet.
Yes,
so, yes. You never know.
How, Jordan? How are they going to put?
But we're releasing it, Jordan. So we're going to make the money off of
it. Yeah, sell more than we did.
When we were it's so fun when we were talking about like the original shirt designs, Joe and I are like, they're not putting our faces on these, right? Like I don't even think I'd buy one of our shirts like if my face was on it. Like I don't want that.
We don't want that either. We would never approve that. If they were like, we want your faces on, it'd be like, maybe like 3.
We should release guys on. We should release the questionnaire that they sent us about the shirt and how we wanted it to look, because I thought that Loaf made like some of the best answers. Is like, the shirt cannot be red. We will look way too fat if you put us in red shirts, especially if we need to do TV. And it was like no yellow either.
I was looking out for us.
It was like, if you want to make fun of us in the shirt, please feel free to do that. That is okay. You can do that, but we don't need to look fatter than we normally do. So no red shirts.
What was so cool about that survey too is like it challenges you to be like, all right, what is our brand at the end of the day? And it's something where I don't know, we've all talked about this. I think back to 3 things back in the day, like when I was a toddler,
way back,
where we talked about like knowing your brand and knowing who you are and sticking with that and playing to your strengths. And it kind of came like full circle to like, hey, everyone got to do that in their own way with this. And we came out on the right side of it regardless.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
you certainly did. You certainly did, you son of a bitch.
All right, Jordan, we probably still have a couple 2-3 that we're going to go through, but we'll let you go. I appreciate you jumping on,
through,
man.
My friend.
Congratulations.
It was great to see you the other night in person. Hopefully we get a couple 2-3 more of those this season, hang out, maybe have a couple 2-3 beers too. So
that would be
Jordan,
wonderful.
Thanks so much. And congratulations again, man.
Yeah. Thank you. Congrats to you guys too. Like what we did was awesome. And thank you for having me on to have some fun with this. I really do appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming through, Jordan. Appreciate it, my friend.
When the fuck did you guys decide to make this guy come on? You didn't tell me this.
I had no idea. I
didn't tell you guys nothing. I thought it would be a fun surprise. I thought it would be fun.
That's a good surprise.
I love it.
A good surprise.
I saw Chorizo's eyes light up the second he came on. I was like, oh yeah, he's like, there. That's some good shit. Yeah. I reached out to him. I said, you know what? I'm not going to tell the other guys. I want you to come through during the segment and you'll talk with us. So it'd be fun.
That was good.
It made me skip over a couple though, because I had a couple other things. But let's get to a couple drinks. This was from earlier. Aloha, Mr. Hand says, go MSS. Yep. Cheers. Thank you, Pete.
Pete, appreciate you, my friend.
Moving into the super lights, which is vodka,
and then
plus like Gatorade.
Kier says, we let the nerds win. I blame it on Wally money, probably at a DeBarge concert right now.
Cheers.
Jesus Christ. We got Laz in the background of his thing with no shirt on, walking around. Like just see Laz.
Man.
Oh yeah, let's see.
I'm gonna kick him from the studio. So we don't he's a little too much MILF bait back there.
I didn't realize he's that hairy.
He did have some chest hair there. I liked it. I liked it.
So
single moms like that too, Jordan.
I had one of the reasons here. We'll get into, I assume we all have reasons left because I think we're
I definitely do. Yeah.
So I had another one.
Yeah.
I had another one. It said years ago, we broke MySoxSummer's rule of showing too much too early. By showing so much in the Sunday soak, there is a cap on what we can do to attract sales. And this ain't Requiem for a Dream.
When you said double donger the other night, Requiem for a Dream definitely came into my head. And I wanted to write.
I've never seen that movie, but every time someone talks about it, they're talking about this shit.
And I wanted to be like, but not like Requiem for a Dream. We want the double dong, but not like Requiem for a Dream. But sometimes maybe like Requiem for a Dream.
Have you ever seen the meme of the television, like a television for sale, but it's like a plasma screen TV where the guy from Requiem for a Dream is burned into it from that scene where he's like,
no,
the guy watching.
Yeah,
it's fucking incredible.
But I saw that movie in the theater. Like,
oh my god, I can't imagine seeing that in the theater.
And it was supposed to be a date. I was going to take somebody to that, and like halfway through the movie, I was like, "Oh, I'm really glad I didn't bring a date to this." and I know that scene was way different in the movie that I saw and then saw later on DVD. It is not the same scene because I was like, oh my God. And seeing that on a huge screen was just like, wow. So yeah, no, I think it was different. One of the things that I did not get to bring up was the I really liked our shirt. I like the color. But green versus gray and black is a very hard sell because nobody is going and gravitating toward. Now, just wait, Chorizy, shut your mouth. Is a really hard sell when it comes to those two other colors. So if you are in between and you don't know what you're going to buy, black or gray is definitely going to go before the green. Now, and I'm saying it, obviously, I love the shirt because all of the graphics on the shirt were MySoxSummer graphics. Like I made the little pole guy, the drunk foul pole high guy, and it works for us and it's our vibe. But if you don't know who we are or don't anything about the 108, that's a very another hard sell. They're like, what the fuck is this thing? It's a pole and it says that classic. What does this mean? And so it was just, it's a very unique shirt and it played well with people that knows. And we sold a shitload of them. Don't get me wrong. Like, I wish we could sell as many shirts as we sold that night. So, but the green and the graphic was so it was just a little different. And so it's not going to attract anybody in unless you understand it. So that's
two things I will say.
Okay.
That I think Beef and I did a good job.
I'm sure
of pointing because we actually had a great view of the section from where we were at.
Yes.
And we were like, that foul pole, that is where we sit. That's what this is about. This is the section we're in the stadium all the time. And we did sell some just based off of the story.
Good job.
My second thing though is fuck both of you guys because you're nodding your heads to this green shit. And like every time I'm like, this shirt needs to be black. You're like, of course, Chorizy wants a black shirt. They sell, you motherfuckers. All right. I'm sorry. People like black shirts.
If you're a rando and you're coming up and we saw a Chorizo, they were buying the gray more than the black shirt. Let's be perfectly honest because what's going on. Because they were hiding the black shirt.
Duke hid all the black shirts.
The boys were standing in front of the black shirt. But you realize
they were actively on fire.
MSS, I had that on my list too. a green shirt is hard to sell, even though this design and everything is awesome and incredible and really works. And people who know 108 stuff are like, oh my God, yeah, fucking great. And I saw Peyton. She was like, I got my shirt. I'm wearing it today. This is an awesome fucking shirt. And I saw people replying, yeah, mine's in the mail. I can't wait to wear my shirt. And the people that are into us love that fucking shirt.
Yeah, they get it.
But if you're a random person on the concourse, who mostly we were able to like usher over because Chorizo and I are loud as fuck and we're annoying or whatever. Apparently. And people came through and it's like, oh, yeah. And they start looking, they're not going to pick the green shirt. Mostly. They're going to pick the green shirt 1 out of 10. And they're going to pick the gray and the black the other 9 out of 10. And that was tough when it came to those ones. Now that's not a big portion of the sale. So I don't think that like made a big difference in general, but it didn't help.
It's just a harder sell.
It didn't help. Exactly.
It's just a little bit of a harder sell. But I would not say, oh, put it on gray or put it on black to get more sales. Fuck that. I like that we made something. And it's like what you say, Loaf. It's art. It was an art thing. It's like if you get it, you get it. And we still sold a shitload of shirts. So like I wish we knew the final numbers. I knew that if we knew the exact final numbers, I wonder how much the difference was.
Well, I will say, like,
I don't know.
The second to last final numbers, we are almost at like 600. I mean, that's 15 grand of shirts.
Yeah,
that's fucking crazy.
A great number. Yeah,
I'm so happy with that. But Beef, give me another reason why we lost. I feel like you got a reason. I feel like I got a list.
Yeah, no, I mean I did, but some of them you guys have taken some of them. But so this one, like another reason, Chuck and I talked a little bit about the tweet I sent. Do you think that my mercurial nature, we had some spite buys against us? I had like spiting 108ers. I'm going to buy the other shirt, and I think that's going to hurt us.
I had this. This was my number one, but I was waiting to throw this out there because I didn't think either one of you put this. But I think the BeefLoaf haters have become an organized militia, and so we need to ask White Sox charities. How many orders included a note that said "fuck BeefLoaf 2026"?
Yes. Yep.
And how many were from Matt Berkman?
I will punch him in his giant head.
It said I'm at the DeBarge concert with Wally, but buying these. Fuck BeefLoaf 2026.
Seems about right.
I don't know, because I did get a couple messages from some Skyers that said, hey, that was great. You did good, blah, blah, blah. And I'm assuming they brought a shirt. They might not have. But Loaf, I'll say this. The amount of people that buy a shirt because of the way you are, far outweighs the people that don't buy a shirt because of that. Because half them people, we learned from the beginning,
don't buy against.
So MSS, When we lost, and Mrs. Beef is like, she sees me and she's like, you shouldn't feel down about this, that you guys lost. You guys raised a lot of fucking money. That's really the thing or whatever. And I said, you're right. I said, but you know how I am. I always want to figure out how can I improve. And that's why I want to put it in the podcast, and we should talk about it and figure out what we could do better. And I said, and I want to win. I want to fucking win. And one of the things I realized when I was sitting there about this, and I thought about the spite buyers, I was like, I'm not enough of an animal like I could be. I'm not enough of the version I could be. If I was really the version I could be, I'd have 25,000 followers on Twitter, and we would have sold double these fucking shirts.
Maybe.
And I realized it's on me. I need to be more of me. And that it didn't deter me one bit. Like, I wrote that in my notes. It's like, there could have been spite buys just for you guys to laugh, because the other side of it is like, fuck that. I'm going to be more of an animal. I'm going to be more out there. I'm going to be more in your face, and I'm going to come even harder, and we're going to do more.
Beef, you know what I thought when I thought what we could have done better is that,
what do you think, Chorizy?
We're marathoners, man. We're marathoners, and we didn't take advantage of that. And like, we did a lot of prep of like, oh, go sign up, go do this. And I think our sign up numbers were really good. But you know what we should have done? We should have ran it like a marathon, like your guy Hush Puppy, whatever the fuck his name is. We should have done that. We should have started a GoFundMe and said, look, man, just if you don't want to buy a shirt or anything, just throw like $5 in here. And the day of, whatever's in there, we're gonna buy that fucking many shirts. And so we could have had it going the
you think
whole
he fits
time.
in a 3X or no?
Oh, that's
We could have.
he's a
We could have got
all
the extra
day,
1,000 shirts,
fiver.
but instead of one of the things that I had thought about was using one of our shell corps to buy 1,000 shirts, but the IRS has been sniffing around those, and so I was like, let's not fuck with that. Let's not fuck with that.
Honestly, I did have that thought, boys. I did have the thought. I was like, I could buy 100 of these shirts, right? And then we could.
I thought it too.
And we could like we'll cut them down and we'll do like the BeefLoaf version of the shirts or the thing. We'll give a lot of these away. What I was saying, and I thought to myself, you know what? No, fuck that. Fair and square. If they beat us fair and square, they just beat us, and we just lose. And we gotta learn from this shit. Not gaming the system.
I'm with you.
That's, I got $5,000 in my account to buy a shirt. Yeah, I'm fuck that. We're not doing that. They beat us.
That would have been that would have been an empty victory. I thought the same thing. Beef. I was like, I could buy like 100 shirts right now, and I was like, that wouldn't be a real.
That's some bullshit. Exactly. I'm not doing that. No.
And speaking,
they deserve to win. They beat us
on merit here. Okay. We didn't give away anything. We are the kings of giving stuff away. We did a promotion where I did the Colson Montgomery autograph ball and a bunch of other bullshit that I found in my basement and gave it all away to people. We had like 41 some orders of our stuff.
Correct.
Right. So
that's right, Jack.
I was looking at all that stuff and people were like, they're cheating. They're giving stuff away. And I was like, no, it's not cheating. You could do that. We could do that too. But I didn't want to use tricks to try to get people to buy our shit. Like I thought it could stand alone. It's charity.
Agreed.
Like we don't need to give away anything. I'm gonna
like our approach. I thought our approach is fine. I think what we realized, and something we already kind of knew, Chorizy, we knew it about Instagram. We had to start building it up. We've been building this up. We've been doing really good lately, and so we're doing good. And not like we just got to spend more time on the socials. We're not skilled at that, but we have pushed it hard, and we just got to get better at it. And once we do, they'll expand that group right there. The in-person group bought. I mean, like the people that we know bought. The exception of the numbnuts that bought the other one shirts, whatever. But most of our group just bought our shirt and bought it like because we love you guys and support you guys.
Yeah,
and I don't want to dismiss Todd because Todd does a great job on Locked. I can't believe he does this fucking every day. It's fucking incredible. And I love Todd. He's a great dude.
Yep. Good dude.
But it was really cool, like being in this thing with Sox on 35th, because these are two groups that there's not a backer. There's not an SB Nation or a Barstool or something behind these things. These are like fan groups that just started out of fucking thin air and have pushed for a decade through terrible baseball. 2016 is the worst time to start a Sox podcast. And that's when both of us started.
Yep,
and
totally independent brand.
And like when we think about guys that like we have come up with and just like seeing all the ups and downs with, Joe and Jordan are those guys.
Oh, dude,
you know, and to be able to like, I mean, between the two of us, we raised at least $50,000, right? I mean, like something like that. Right. And like, that's fucking awesome, man. Like, it's like, imagine those early tailgates where we probably shouldn't have been giving B-Son a Busch Light.
I was gonna say we gave B-Son his first beer at 11. Come on, I mean, these are things that you grow with, you know. Like he's like,
let's go way back, baby.
Guys, I'm under 15. We're like, no, you're in Bridgeport. You don't have to be that old.
It's fine. You're over 10, you can if you could reach above the bar, you're fine.
Yeah.
But like from there to here is wild, and it's true. I'm very proud of what we've done, and I'm very proud of what those dudes have become. It's exciting.
No question.
They're a juggernaut, really.
Yep.
And you know what? The Sox are fucking good again. So let's fucking go, man. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
You guys got any other ones you want to throw out?
I'm good.
I don't think so. Let me just. My only other one was we clearly don't recycle enough content to keep people entertained. They're like that was something that I put in there too.
I did bust their balls about that on the over one of the late ones.
didn't want to say that with Jordan right there. Because
I would say that to Jordan.
I was looking at all their stuff, and I'm like, I go, how does this get 10,000 likes on Instagram? It just says like Sox win 4-6, and it's like the picture of somebody with their logo or whatever, 10,000 likes. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck is this? And then I'm like, well, I guess if we had 50,000 followers on Instagram, we might get 10,000 likes. Like,
I mean, Joe Binder came on the Anjou and told me, he's like, Beef, nostalgia always does well. Anytime you want to post an old picture or an old video of White Sox stuff, it always does well. And so if you're doing socials, let's say we're just trying to build up our Instagram, we didn't care about, look, the three of us like to do original stuff. That's what our views, that's what we like. If we didn't like doing that, we could post a lot of that stuff and we'd build up really fast, I think. And yeah, in a way it hurts us, but that's just that's the art we like to make.
Yeah,
so it is what it is,
I mean, we talk about this all the time. We could modify certain things. I don't know if we'd be as good as Sox on 35, but we can modify some things to fit into trends, right? And it'd probably get bigger. But if I had to do that, I might fucking like unalive myself. I mean, like, I don't want to do this.
I don't want to do
fun.
it. Yeah, exactly.
This isn't what I want to do.
I want to
try to guess if it's a porn star or a baseball player. I'm not really concerned if that turns people off or makes people think I'm an idiot. Like, that's
we
okay.
think it's funny, so we'll do it.
It's good, and it's a good bit. It's a good bit. So
MSS, I have no idea what ad read you're doing, but go ahead.
I'm gonna do it. What up, chat? You're rocking with From the 108, and now it's time to look the part. Visit 108.ing/merch for everything you need to rep your favorite White Sox degenerates in style. T-shirts, hoodies, hats, stickers, and gear made for the true Sox fans who know baseball is better with that classic view. Whether you're headed to the ballpark, yelling at the bullpen from your couch, or gearing up for that final 108 tourney, there's something for every member of the 108 fam. Support independent Sox content and look damn good doing it. Grab some merch today and lets everyone know you're not just a fan, you're a 108er. Sizes from extra small to 5XL and everything in between. 108.ing/merch has what you need. Yeah. So you can go to our website. There's actually, we don't have like a ton of shirts in stock right now. Okay. Like there's sizes.
I've given like 4 ideas for t-shirts. MSS has made none of them. So
hold on, buddy.
We're getting ready.
Calm your tits. Calm your tits. It's been a little busy for MSS. Okay.
For all of us, it's been busy. It's been busy.
There's
no question. It's no question.
And I had 2 fucking weeks of kids at home. I can't do shit. The fact that I even figured out something. We have something coming that's going to break some people's fucking minds, and they're going to be like, oh my God. And listen, you sons of bitches, if you don't fucking support this and all the work that I'm taking my free time and putting it in on this, if you don't fucking support this, you fucking complain about something. Yeah, I'm looking at you. You know who I'm looking at. If you fucking complain about all these unlimited options, unlimited this, unlimited that, I wish you had this, I wish you had that, it's going to happen. And then you're going to go and buy it. And you shut your fucking mouth and you buy a fucking shirt and they'll send it to you and you don't complain. Okay?
And now it's time for
Smash
Or
Pass. 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 Smash
or
Pass.
Man, it's great.
boys. It's World Cup time. I want to walk you through a couple World Cup customs and see if you're smashing or passing on these customs that these countries are bringing to us. So the first is Japanese fans after the game, they clean up everything in their area and then take it all out. So Beef, are you smashing or passing the Japanese cleanup?
Man, I'm gonna smash. I feel like we should maybe do this thing. I would be down for this. Like if they give us, if we could get a bag and we could just bag up all the cans or cups or various things that we put down in the aisle right there, I'd be happy to clean up like this. So I kind of like this. Cool. Get everything settled, ready for the next game. I like that. So I'm
you got to clean up all of Gabriel's ketchup. Is that it's like a?
I mean, I'm willing to help out. I'm willing to get my hands dirty. No problems about it. I might even lick. I might lick a little bit of it, and the ketchup's sweet. You know what it is.
MSS. Are you smashing or passing?
Oh, I'm 100% passing. Chorizy, I am a job creator, and me throwing stuff on the ground at the stadium helps out somebody, gets a walkthrough, and probably make minimum wage just to pick shit up. And you know what? They can check their text messages, pretend they have a stomach ache and have to go to the bathroom for a while, and probably still get paid and drag that out and take some money away from the state. So, yeah, no, I'm fucking passing on this shit. I ain't cleaning shit up. I'm giving somebody a job by being lazy.
All right. The next one is the Norwegian row. Have you seen this? They're doing the row. They were doing it up the escalators. MSS, are you smashing or passing the Norwegian row?
So I have seen the band that they do this Amatharman, right? Isn't that what it is? It's like that they do. There's a Swedish death metal band. I think they open for Ghost. And their fans will sit down in the middle of the pit and start rowing when they do one of their rowing songs. So I thought it was amazing when I saw it in person. I did not join in, but I will smash the shit out of this. I think this shit is awesome. I think it's funny, and it doesn't hurt anybody. Plus, I mean, I don't know if I want to get this close to some of these dudes, but these girls, maybe.
Beef, you smashing or passing?
Holy shit. I mean, this is how this is how COVID, anything that it could pass goes to everybody. I know, pass on this. Get the fuck away from me. Like, I don't want to be that close to the motherfuckers.
I'm with you. The escalator one seems terrible.
Yeah, that's way no. That's way too close. I don't want all that shit. Get the fuck. I mean, nothing against these people, but my God, you don't need to get that close. Let's spread out a little bit. So I'm passing big time.
All right. Man. The next one I got is the Scottish fans, the Tartan Army, coming through Boston and drinking all of the beer except Bud Light. Beef, are you smashing or passing?
Huge smash. When I heard about this, I was like, oh my God, I love these people. And I love that they have to bring more beer in to cover up for these people as long as they're going to stay here. And I like the affinity of saying, you know what? Bud Light is total shit. Get that out of here. I will not drink that. So smash the hell out of this. Love these boys.
I love it. MSS, what are you at?
Yeah, as a guy who's been to many wedding receptions where we have drank all of the alcohol in the place and with no mixers left even, I'm smashing the shit out of this. Like this is just like 100% great sicko degenerate behavior that I can get 100% behind. So yeah,
I don't know if you saw the video of the guy who was like there's a Boston dude telling these guys like, hey, if you want to go to like when you're a little hungover tomorrow, you go down to the Dunkin' Donuts and you have a drink. And they cut to the Scottish dudes and they're like, that guy was telling us to go to Dunkin' Donuts when we're hungover. Like, we're not going to go to the fucking bar and just drink more. I was like, these are my people. But speaking of drinking,
those are good boys.
Says, smash or Jeff passing. Cheers,
Jackie. Appreciate you.
Jackie's on one because he just also called me, says the guy without a job as being a job creator. I mean, I guess raising children and carrying them around to their different things is no job, Jackie. Sorry, buddy.
Oh boy.
Guys, I hate to have pulled such a ruse on you, but I don't know that much about World Cup customs. So that was a fake smash or pass that we're doing, and we're gonna get into the real
smash
one.
Or pass. Smash 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 or pass.
Slim Nick just drove off the road, by the way.
The real smash or pass. Who looks good with Jeff Nadeau's haircut?
Oh no!
Let's go through some of our friends. And here's the one that started it all.
In this.
Our guy Sammy Paniatovich with Jeff Nadeau's haircut. MySoxSummer, are you smashing or passing?
Listen, I mean, I can't even. Yeah, I'm definitely smashing this shit. This is great. I mean, I like his floppy hair, like his do that he's got going right now. Seeing him on TV and everything,
Who cares?
He looks fun. But yeah, no, I'm smashing the shit out of this.
And I think I should preface this by going, I am a Jeff Nadeau fan, and I think Jeff is able to pull off this haircut. I think it is rare that someone can pull off this haircut.
Another human can.
Jeff does it. Jeff does it. Fresh Cut Friday. I love it. But it's a difficult cut to pull off. And we're gonna go through some of these, and we're gonna see. Beef. Where are you at on Sammy P with the Jeff Nadeau haircut?
Pass. This looks terrible. What do you mean? Like, look how big his forehead looks. Right? Like, Sammy can't stand like having all this and the big smile. No, this does not look good. Pass like a motherfucker on this shit.
All right, that's too bad for Sam. I think he was willing to do it, so it's a little disappointing.
It looks good.
Let's go with Ken WO with the Nadeau. Beef, are you smashing or passing Ken WO with the Nadeau? Because I feel like this works.
My God, I think I'm gonna smash. That does actually work. I can't believe how good that looks on him. I don't know if it's a crushed velvet suit or what it is, but like that, I mean, I think you should make that his permanent look. There's no way. There's no way his students would be upset about if he had this haircut right here. So I think he should. I'm gonna smash. I smash this haircut.
Oh God, I think I got a cramp in my side just from laughing right there.
Chorizo, Alex goes, laugh my fucking ass off. That cut makes Sammy look like a lawyer with 40 day commercials. Definitely make that a new meme.
Oh man. Oh my God, I am. I'm cramping up. Definitely fucking smashing this. I mean, I didn't know that somebody could look better than Jeff in this cut, and Ken has definitely pulled it off. He looks fabulous in this thing, and this is just like this would.
He does look amazing in it.
He would up his Q rating among all the people that fucking hate him. So yeah, I'm 100%. I'm smashing this.
I wonder what his wife would think about that. Like, I think his wife might enjoy that haircut.
Bro, I had to edit this like 100 times because it kept like AI kept trying to give him a combination of Nadeau's and his hair. It was wild, and I couldn't figure out. Everyone else, the prompts were easy. This prompt, it was like, no. This is what he needs to look like. This is the computer wanted to look a certain way. It took a while.
Looks great.
My God.
HBIC. My favorite is it just like completely disregarded the shape of his head and was like, we're cutting some of his skull off.
Oh,
MySoxSummer, you smashing or passing?
Oh, I'm smashing the shit out of that. He looks good. Again, like it's not even like it doesn't even look bad on him. Like, and I'm sure his lovely wife would be like, yeah, I like this. I need some hair up there. So like this looks great. Jay, you got to definitely do this. This is good. You look great.
Beef, are you smashing or passing HBIC with the Nadeau?
I'm upset. How many people look good in the Nadeau?
It's really crazy.
He looks terrific in this. He looks great in this haircut. I was like, holy shit! Why? I mocked the guy who has the haircut, and then when you put it on other people, I'm like, they look pretty good in that haircut.
Dan says it fits him though, looking like that uncle who DJs at family parties.
My God.
Oh my God. It does look like that. It's like, I'm Kid Capri. No, you're not.
So you're both smashing this one.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Fuck
no
yes.
question.
Fuck yes.
All right. Aloha, Mr. Hand. Beef, are you smashing or passing Aloha, Mr. Hand?
I mean, I have to smash. Look how good he looks. He looks so happy too. My goodness.
He looks like fucking Beavis. Looks like Beavis. Like if Beavis is losing his hair. His head is
fuck that. He looks great.
It's too long. I don't know.
It did. I think it did add head to Beavis.
It's taller. No, it's a good point.
Oh, God.
But he's got more brains in there. Then that's okay. Mr. Handy,
like Butthead.
In favor of that, but
he's 100% Butthead. That is Butthead right there. I said Beavis. It's not Beavis. It's Butthead. He looks just like him. Dude, I mean, just for the pure comedy factor of him sitting behind BeefLoaf, I was like, yes, he's got to be like just there. So I'll smash it too. Like, it's good. It's good.
Holy got shit. Me with that one.
Oh my God. Oh man. I can't wait to see what's next. Or is that it?
Well, your guy's next. Wally Money.
I mean, to be honest, he's really not that far away from this haircut in general. Like, he already has this haircut. If he didn't put it up and just pulled it forward, he's a man. Like, him and Nadeau are like almost similar. They probably get their haircut about the same amount of time. Like, they're probably, it's not weekly for him, but always probably like every 2 weeks, to get all trimmed up and get all nice. So, yeah, I'm gonna smash. I don't think it's as funny as the other ones because it looks similar. So, but yeah, I'll smash that. I'll still smash that.
All right, Wally wearing this hairdo. I don't actually think he looks too bad. Beef, where are you at with this one?
Yeah, I'm gonna pass. I mean, Wally has a good head of hair. He does. It looks ridiculous on him. He looks weird with this on there. Like, you put it on other people are like their hair is questionable. Wally has a solid hairline, so this looks a little insane with him. So I'm gonna pass on that.
Do you like the little extra ear that they gave him though? AI, give him a little extra ear. That's good.
What is going on with that ear? That is true.
You could put an extra earring in there.
That's why that Tigers lady's looking at him. He's like, "What's up with that ear?" That was... Jen, you're right.
Almost to the end.
No, it looked pretty funny in there.
This one, prepare yourselves. Brewhand Luke. Beef, are you smashing or passing Brewhand Luke with this haircut?
Insta smash. That looks so goddamn good on Luke.
Oh, fuck.
You know what? I'll tell you what. The guys who run for him, they'll listen a lot more on that motherfucker got that haircut right there.
Damn right they would.
They're not fucking around when you got that haircut. So I'm smashing the hell out of this.
Yeah. I mean, he looks tough as hell in this picture. And normally he doesn't look like that. Like he ain't look like that. Like he just looked like something you could walk all over. But yeah, this is top banana. This is good. I wish it was red though. I want to see a Nadeau.
Just change it up a little bit.
I need a nice
MSS. I tried. I kept saying like match the hair on his goatee, and like every time it would give him like some big ass weird hairdo. I was like, no, same hairdo. What the fuck? God damn it.
No, this
is where we landed.
This is good. I still, it looks hard as fuck in this picture. Luke, you look good. Maybe you should think about this and like maybe just cut your hair like this. You'll get probably.
The comments are just slaughtering right now.
But you should try this.
Now, boys, we were told on Twitter the other day, we're just not inclusive enough. We're not inclusive enough. We need more women in the mix. So I was like, well, let's not limit this to dudes then. Let's not limit this to dudes. So let's check out Missy with the Nadeau. I think it works.
It does.
It's a little like Fruza Bulk kind of thing.
It doesn't look as bad as you would think. It's like, I mean,
smash your pass.
If she didn't look like a Lego min fin.
It definitely made her head gigantic. But
is her head really that big?
If the head was
I feel like I saw her 3 days ago. Her head wasn't that big.
I was like, I could probably fix this, but this is perfect.
Oh my God.
My God.
I'm gonna smash it. You gonna pass it?
I'm gonna pass because of how huge her head got.
Well, I mean, but even it'd still be fun.
It still looks pretty good.
It's to be fun to see this walking up to the tailgate. It's like dragging. Looking like a South Park character. That's great. I love it.
I like this from Tyler. AI gives no fucks about hands or heads. Yes, that is true. Oh, boys. That was
Smash or
Pass.
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 I appreciate you guys.
Good job.
You were going to be willing. You were going to
be
be willing to muscle through the World Cup thing, but I couldn't hold you too long. I couldn't hold you too long on that.
That was great.
That was good. That was good.
I was doing those pictures today, and like I was laughing while I was doing those. I was like, this better not be one of those things where I think it's funny and no one else does.
You nailed it.
I was like really worried.
Worried
About that, but I'm glad you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. And now it's time for thank yous and GFYs.
Wow.
BeefLoaf, who are you thinking of GFY?
I want to thank Jordan Lazowski for popping in here on
nice.
short notice and coming on and having some fun with us about the t-shirt competition. One thing, Sox Charities for including us in the t-shirt drive, which raised $77,000. Can't sneeze at that. The victors, Sox on 35th, and then Lockdown Sox working with us.
Yep.
And I want to also thank the 108 family who was out there buying those
God.
t-shirts. We appreciate you guys, raising awareness. Everyone came up. People took pictures. Chorizy and I signed some shirts. Like everyone was like really showing out for the group. So appreciate all of you for that.
Yeah, I'd say the same thing, Chorizy. I'd say thank you to White Sox Charities for including us. Thank you to Locked On and Sox on 35th. I had a really good time with Nick up there, and I don't get to see Nick enough. And it was just nice to talk to him, and then also talk to like just other content creators with Jordan, and then the 87 other people that were there for Sox on 35th. So it was nice to like just converse. But that said, I've been holding on to this GFY since the garage sale. Because I was like, I don't want to get involved in doing something that might come back and them say, oh, we saw you just yell at this guy about Reddit on Reddit about such and such. And I was like, I'm not saying anything until the contest is over. The contest is over. We lost. But I want to bring this up because this was brought to my attention by one Matt Ramsey. And I have not let this live down. And I actually brought it up with Sox Charities to make sure that I was not this, whatever. Went on to a couple of weeks ago, somebody posted something about the garage sale, and they said, what about the garage sale? Give me some inside information. And Joey Dono on Reddit, who is a fucking known 108 hater, definitely hates MSS, says, unfortunately, the guys from the 108 and the rest of the resale bros get there at a dumbass early hours, ruining the event. I really wish the Sox didn't allow those clowns to set up chairs at 5 a.m. so they can turn a charity fundraising event into their side hustle. But it speaks to their character, which I'm assuming he means us and not the Sox. Reselling from a charity event is disgraceful behavior. Joey Dono, fucking suck my dick. Okay, I'm getting to a park at 5 a.m. Okay, and I'm 10th in line. You can get there anytime you want. We wrote the script, bro. You come in, you can get there before us. You can go in right before me and buy whatever the fuck you want. Fuck you. Oh, everything should be fair. Everyone should get everything. Oh, really? Do you think that way when somebody needs, to get a job or whatever? You're like, no, this guy worked harder than everybody else. He deserves more money. That's me getting up, okay? No. Are some of us reselling stuff? Possibly. But most of those people that are in the front of that line are fucking diehard fucking collectors buying shit that fucking no one really wants. Who wants a life-size Tim Anderson bobblehead? Not many people. But a guy that got there at fucking 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. bought it for $1,000, and you wouldn't have done that. So fuck you. I am so mad about this. It is, you're like, I buy stuff that you probably wouldn't buy. You probably don't have enough money to buy it. I don't even have a job. I got more money than you to buy shit, Joey Dono. Fucking suck it, dude. You get out there and do it. Talking trash. I apologize to my brothers here. I said, I'm sorry that you get dragged into this because I'm the one out there.
I don't care.
But
I'll take a swing at this asshole too.
It's just me. You're a fucking bitch. Fucking life ain't fair. Get up early. You can do it. This is the fairest thing ever. I brought up with charities and I said, hey, this is what I heard, blah, blah, blah. They're like, absolutely not. Please get there at 5 a.m. Please buy everything you can because you guys continue to promote the sale. More people come. The lines have been longer than they ever have been. Okay. But I was also going there at 5 a.m. when the team sucked and no one wanted shit. And I was buying all sorts of crap. And was it just fuck you, Joey? Go fuck yourself.
Well, I will say I got there maybe like a little bit before 8 a.m. And I did not even get in line to buy anything. I just came to say hi to the fellas up at the front of the line, give a big hug to Julie Swika, see everybody, just high five some people. And then me and Beef went to the casino. So we did not, we weren't really there, but
correct.
Nope. We did earn valuable player points that day. For my thank yous in GFYs, I'm just going to do some thank yous. I want to do, obviously, thank you to White Sox charities.
Yes.
Thank you to anyone who bought a shirt. Thank you to anyone who donated. Thank you to anyone who donated to any of the charities that we were playing for once you heard what they were.
Yep.
But I want to give a big thank you, MSS, to your daughter, Tess the Best. Me and Beef, we're working the shit all game. I don't know how many sales we brought in. Not many. We did what we could. Tess the Best shows up with the sign. Obviously, Mama SoxSummer's with her, but she comes with the sign to buy some of these shirts. She dragged in like 5 buyers in like 10 minutes.
No time.
I was like,
it's funny.
If we would have had her all game, we would have won. We would have won.
Agreed.
But I mean, like, I owe her like 30 ice creams at your discretion, MSS.
I appreciate
your discretion.
But
I don't want to give her too much sugar and then
don't give her 30 ice creams all in a row like you did with the fucking Little Caesars and me that one night. We did 15 pizzas one night.
What the fuck?
Hey, I pay my debts. In what order I do it, that's none of your business.
Appreciate it.
But really, we do appreciate everybody that
it was awesome.
Donated, everybody that helped out. Shout out to Kier. He was there slinging merch for us too. Just appreciate everybody being a part of this, and it was truly a labor of love. And I can't believe how much we fucking sold. I'm so proud of what we did. I'm so proud of this show because I gave everyone Jeff Nadeau haircuts, and just wait till the time that we do everybody on the shows haircuts and our wives. So cheers, everybody. We'll talk to you soon. We'll see you at the park this weekend. I hope a lot of people are coming out to the park this weekend. We got to get the sweep. We will see you all very, very soon. Have a great night.
In the city of Chicago, back in the day, there was a ball player. They called him Jizz. They said playing for the White Sox, he had a certain flair. He hit 69 home runs, man, that ain't fair. He swung that bat like a wild tornado storm. Every time he stepped up, he smashed it. It was the norm. The ladies in the stands, they couldn't help but stare. The legend of Alejandro Jizz spreading everywhere.